Welcome to Webb City Cardinals football on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Webb City Cardinals. This is your home for every sack, touchdown, and interception. Now let's go live to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good evening to you from Cardinal Stadium here on John Roderick Field. It's the Webb City Cardinals hosting the Republic Tigers tonight. Scott Boudreau with you here this evening, along with Justin Boudreau and Tim Workman. Drew Woodmansey at the camera controls for us, along with Roberta Foster back at our studios. A beautiful evening for football here on homecoming night here for the Cardinals. Both teams come in 4-1 on the year. Republic slightly ahead of the Cardinals in district play points. The Cardinals ranked third in the state in Class 5. The Republic Tigers ranked fifth in Class 5. And not much separates these two in terms of the records or how they come into this ball game, Justin. And so, you know, this is a matchup that could be a matchup that allows you to only play them once. It could end up, by the time district seedings are done, that you end up facing these Republic Tigers twice this season.
Yeah, it's a game that carries a lot of weight in terms of, you talk about the conference, you talk about district standings, you talk about state rankings, all those things in effect tonight. And Cardinals will no doubt be happy to be having this game at home after having to go to Republic the last three meetings between these two ball clubs. So happy to be in the confines of John Roderick Field at Cardinal Stadium here tonight to take on a Republic program that's been building over the last 5 or so years, and none more evident as you've seen them continue the battle with these Cardinals the last three, taking 3 of the last 4 from the Cardinals in what's been some tight matchups. So Cardinals excited to get this in what's been a newly formed rivalry as Republic has come onto the scene as of late and made a run to the state championship a couple years ago. So eager to get out here and see what the Cardinals are made of here on homecoming night.
The Cardinals come off a 46-43 barn burner victory over Neosho last week. Republic comes into tonight after a comfortable 45-16 win over the Joplin Eagles. Justin, as you think about the Cardinals first, what do you think they gained after last week's comeback victory? They trailed by as many as 2 scores early in that game and early in the second half before they got that early stop to begin to close the gap.
Well, I think you learned a little bit about what your team's made of in terms of how resilient are we going to be when our back is up against the wall. And you saw the Cardinals come out in that second half and get a stop, get some turnovers, start to produce offensively, and then we're able to secure things with the late interception and touchdown themselves. And so I think you learned about some guys that maybe you had some questions about. Could they step up into roles that you needed them to? And at the midpoint of the season, that's when you're really trying to start to solidify your identity. And I think the defense obviously not going to be excited about giving up the 43 points, but you saw some things that you want to continue to see here tonight as you face a quarterback that's been able to have his way with most of his opponents this year, talking about Mr. McCracken for the Republic Tigers. So I think if you look back at last week's game, talk about the resiliencies, talk about the offensive production you were able to get from your guys. You want to continue to build on that as you head into a big matchup here.
The Republic Tigers come in averaging 46 points a game. The Cardinals 39 points a game. So offensively, both quarterbacks and both offenses have been very productive so far in the first 5 games of this season. Both teams, their lone loss to the Nixa Eagles. Cardinals losing 28-20, and the Republic Tigers losing 49-21. And so, you know, this is a matchup. We know head coach Ryan Cornelson and the Republic Tigers ready to test their wares against Webb City one more time, and certainly Coach Ryan McFarland ready to do the same with these Webb City Cardinals here on homecoming night. And so we'll take our first break here. Our countdown to kickoff is brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic and Who Hot Mongolian Grill. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Back with more Cardinal football after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Getting to heaven isn't just about putting enough good on one side of the scale to balance the bad on the other. It's about fulfilling a death penalty, the one we deserve for our rebellion against God. None of the great moralities or great religions can pay the death penalty for our sin. Only Jesus Christ's death on the cross can do that. You have to look to Him as the only one who can save you. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM. That's 888-NEED-HIM.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
And welcome back to Cardinal Stadium here on John Roderick Field. Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau, Tim Workman, Drew Woodmansey, Roberta Foster back at our studios. Our countdown to kickoff tonight brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic and Who Hot Mongolian Grill. It's time for one of our favorite segments led by Mr. Tim Workman. Let's talk about some Cardinal history.
Well, we've played 13 times on the 3rd day of October since 1920, and we're 9-4, so we've had a good run on October 3rd. I found a couple of games here to highlight. The Cardinals scored on the first possession a 49-yard touchdown pass from John Cunningham to John Wynn, as the Cardinals never looked back in spoiling Carl Junction's homecoming 20-0 in 1975. Wynn scored again on a 1-yard plunge just before halftime to give the Cardinals a 14-0 lead at the break. Then the defense in the second half stopped 2 long Bulldog drives to preserve the shutout, once on downs and I believe once on a fumble recovery. So that was in 1975. And then we go back to 1969, and that had a game that was tied at 8 late, and John Vandergrift ran it in from 20 yards out to give the Cardinals a 16-18 win over Cassville. It was his second score of the night. Both 2-point conversions on the night were made possible on passes from George Mays to Bob Brown. So that's on this day in history. Now we'll talk a little bit about the history here with Republic. We had a 24 game winning streak over them from the first time we played them on the 25th game they've got us, and now that stands at 25-3. We're 15-1 when we play them here at home, 10-2 on the road, and postseason 7-2, regular season 18-1. So over the last 10 games, 7-3 with these Republic Tigers. And so that's kind of a look at tonight's opponent plus this day in history. Now we'll just kind of jump over here and let's run through the COC just a little bit. On the west side, there's us and Republic at 4-1. I'm sorry here, I didn't get those updated, I guess, like I thought I did. So we'll go ahead and jump down to the Class 6 district standings. Republic, we talked about, was above us just by a point or two, and then Carthage right in behind there, and Neosho. So, those 4 teams we're going to see over the next, we'll play 2 of the 3 over the next couple of weeks here, and that's going to go a long ways towards determining how our playoff run is going to be. Will we be at home? Will we be on the road? Do you get a top seed? So there's a lot of things to play for, not just homecoming tonight or your conference, but this is going to set you up for how your run through November is going to take effect. So, you hate to say one game is more important than the other, but this is a big game right here, because after this, we only have one more left, and that is with Carthage. Republic will still have to go to Carthage and Neosho.
Yeah, really important, I think, to try to secure that victory tonight, and then knowing you'll still have that tough game against Carthage and battle that out. The Cardinals, I'm sure, not thinking too far in the future. After last week's start, they're thinking about how do we improve on last week's start, not getting a hole early, try to drive it down. I think one of the things you think about in all these matchups over the years, Tim, against some of the close teams, it's always come down to the fourth quarter, it feels like, and it certainly has against Republic in our last 5 meetings.
Well, and when you were talking earlier about, at Neosho, that, there was that point where you're down 2, you could have been down more than 2 scores because they got the kickoff to start the second half, and that could have been really bad for us. They scored, but your defense steps up there. You kind of hang with them a little bit. You take control in the opening part of the fourth, and your defense comes up with another big fumble recovery that lets you now go up 2 scores. And even though it ended up 46-43, that was a late score for Neosho to close that gap to 3. And then, of course, the onside kick we covered up, and that was what ended the game ultimately. But, that you're talking about, what did they get? I think they learned a little bit about we signed up for 48 minutes, so after the first 24, nothing's been decided. So
we'll look forward to hearing more about Cardinal history. Cardinals trying to make a little history here tonight. We'll talk about homecoming and a few other things when we come back from our break. You're listening to our countdown to kickoff, brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic and Hoo-Hop Mongolian Grill. On homecoming night here from Cardinal Stadium, we'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, has been serving the four-state area for over 60 years. With locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electric projects. Bills Electric is committed to providing the absolute best electrical repair and installation services to homeowners and businesses in the four-state area. Learn more information.
Amory Roofing and Construction, based in Seneca, Missouri, specialize in roofing, siding, guttering, remodels, decks, and new construction. They also handle concrete, fire, and flood mitigation, and even work directly with your insurance claims. 417-389-6986. Whether it's a small repair or a major project, you can count on Amory Roofing and Construction for quality, integrity.
The Roper Kia Four-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the four states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia Four-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Burpo Family Chiropractic. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. Back in 3 minutes.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
So there I was, sitting next to my nephew playing on his Etch-a-Sketch pad. We had so much fun drawing fun and silly pictures together. But the cool thing was that if we messed up, we just hit the start over button. Lots of people wish they could do that with life, and that's exactly what God did for us. He sent Jesus to die for our sins so that you and I could have a second chance, a clean slate. To find out more, call 1-888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
And we welcome you back here to Cardinal Stadium, 35 minutes away from kickoff as your Webb City Cardinals get set to face the Republic Tigers here on homecoming night. And speaking of homecoming night here, the coronation festivities are almost underway here, so we'll talk for a couple minutes and then we'll let you view that here on the live stream. And you can watch who gets crowned homecoming king and queen here tonight on homecoming. Always a great production, a lot of things that go into this night and making sure things go the way they need to go. We got the cheerleaders, the ROTC doing their thing, and then obviously the candidates in attendance surrounded by their escorts and their fathers there behind. So always impressive to see what the group is here, what they're able to accomplish. So we will step away here from the radio side of things. If you're watching on the video stream, we'll pipe you into the loudspeaker here with Mr. Bruce Vonderhaar and let you watch the homecoming festivities here.
Cheerleaders and Redettes making their way to the field to help emphasize this particular night. The honor guard ready with their swords, ready to create a canopy for the candidates as well, as the 2025 homecoming candidates in attendance ready to be introduced here.
We now would like to present our 2025 homecoming attendants. Our first 2025 attendant is freshman Quinn Collard, daughter of Justin and Heather Collard. Quinn has played volleyball for 1 year and will play soccer in the spring. When asked what she would do if she won the lottery, Quinn said she would move out of the country and get a vacation home. Quinn's dream guy is Josh Hutchison. Quinn is being escorted by freshman attendant Micah Giroge, son of Frederick and Megan Giroge, and Carrie Kessler. Micah has played high school football for 1 year and will play basketball in the winter. When asked about his favorite memory, Micah said, playing in the sand pit with my brother and sister. His dream job is to be a sumo wrestler. Freshman attendants, Micah Giroge and Quinn Collard. Our sophomore attendant is Tayana Slewinski, daughter of Claire and Gallagher Cardona. She has been a part of Redettes for 2 years. When asked about her plans after high school, she said go to Ozark Christian College and become a church counselor. Tiana says her dream guy is Klaus from Vampire Diaries. She's being escorted tonight by sophomore attendant Braxton Wright, son of Shayla Wright. Braxton has been a member of football for 2 years and wrestling for 2 years. Asked about his dream job, Braxton said dance mom. If Braxton were to win the lottery, he said he would give it all to his mom. Sophomore attendants Braxton Wright and Tayana Slewinski. Our junior attendant is Gabby Ganaway, daughter of Brad and Stephanie Ganaway. Gabby's been a varsity football manager for 3 years, in literacy club for 2 years, and a member of NHS for 1 year. Asked about her dream guy, Gabby said Damon Salvatore from the Vampire Diaries. If she won the lottery, Gabby said she'd buy a house in Italy and give the rest to the Christian Hetty Foundation. Gabby's being escorted tonight by junior attendant Cale Chrisman, son of Jonathan Chrisman and Valerie Black. Cale is a member of football, track, and powerlifting. Asked about his dream girl, Cale said prime Megan Fox. When asked about his favorite high school memory, maxing out in the weight room with his friends. Junior attendants Cale Chrisman and Gabby Ganaway. Our first 2025 homecoming queen candidate is Avery Gardner, daughter of Adam and Leanne Gardner. Walking with her now is her dad, Adam Gardner. Avery has played volleyball for 4 years, been involved in the leadership team for a year, and a part of the GEMS program for 9 years. Asked about her favorite memory, Avery answered going to state for volleyball her freshman year. Avery's next escort tonight is our first king candidate, Braden Strickland, son of Mike and Jennifer Strickland. Braden has been a member of football for 4 years, baseball for 3, student council for 2, National Honor Society for 2 years, Link Crew for 2 years, High Step and Pals for 1 year, and the Nest for 1 year. His dream job is to own a construction company with his dad. When asked about his favorite high school memory, Braden said winning districts in baseball and football his junior year. King and Queen candidates Braden Strickland and Avery Gardner. Next Queen candidate is Bree Parker, daughter of Eric and Jenny Parker. Bree is being escorted tonight by her dad, Eric. She's been a 2-year member of FTA NHS and the Link Crew and has been on the cheer squad for 4 years. If she were to win the lottery, Bree said she'd pay the lawmakers to veto the new phone ban. After high school, Bree plans to pursue a medical degree in college. Bree's second escort tonight is King candidate Hudson Spickerites, son of Damian and Stacy Spickerites. Hudson has played soccer for 4 years and has been a soccer team captain for 1 year. Asked about his plans after high school, Hudson said going to Ozark Christian College to study ministry. His dream job is to be a wedding DJ. King and Queen candidates Hudson Spickerite and Bree Parker. Our next Queen candidate is Christina Bundy, daughter of Brett and Angie Bundy. Tonight, Christina is being escorted by her dad, Brett. Christina has been a member of the cross-country and track teams for the last 4 years. When asked about what she would do if she won the lottery, she said give it to charity and buy a really cool tree house. After high school, Christina plans to get a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. Christina's next escort of the night is King candidate Noah Lanker, son of Ryan and Tara Lanker. Noah has been a part of the cross-country and track team for 4 years. His favorite memory is getting the school record for the 4x800 relay his sophomore year. Noah plans to pursue a degree in business administration and to run in college after high school. King and Queen candidates Noah Lankart and Christina Bundy. Our next Queen candidate is Nora Klosterman, daughter of Sean and Megan Klosterman. She is being escorted tonight by her dad, Sean. Nora's been on the swim team for 4 years. When asked about her dream guy, Nora answered, "One could say I like Connor Ross quite a bit. If Nora were to win the lottery," she said, "I would buy a lot of cats and then maybe pay for college." Nora's next escort tonight is King candidate Trey Turner, son of Adrian and Chris Turner. Trey has been a member of basketball for 4 years and football for 2 years. His dream job is to be a professional sleeper. After high school, Trey plans to play basketball in college. King and Queen candidates Trey Turner and Nora Klosterman. Our next Queen candidate is Sadie Dotson, daughter of James and Amy Dotson, being escorted tonight by her dad, James Dotson. Sadie's been a member of band, show choir, and theater for 4 years. She said her dream guy is David Cornsweat. When asked about her dream job, she said she'd like to be in charge of naming the colors of crayons. Sadie's next escort tonight is King candidate Jansen Pierce, son of Donnie and Emily Pierce. Jansen has been involved in marching band for 4 years, science club for 3 years, show choir for 2 years, and Scholar Bowl for 1 year. When asked what his plans are after high school, he said probably take a nap. His dream job is to be a professional gambler. King and Queen candidates Jansen Pierce and Sadie Dotson. And our final Queen candidate tonight is Brooke Hedger, daughter of Ben and Amanda Hedger. Brooke being escorted tonight by her dad, Ben. She's been involved in cross country and track for 4 years. Brooke's favorite memory is spending the summers with her grandparents and cousins in Iowa. After high school, Brooke plans to go to college, get married, and have D1 children. Brooke's second escort for tonight is King candidate Gus Carnes, son of Nate and Aaron Carnes. Gus has been a member of the football team for 4 years, and asked about his favorite memory, Gus says going to Ireland with his family. King and Queen candidates Gus Carnes and Brooke Hedger. Crowning the King and Queen tonight are Addison Miller and Felix Derryberry. Addison, daughter of Dustin and Brittany Miller, is in first grade at Webster Primary Center. Addison enjoys competing in AAU track, gymnastics, and basketball. She's also really good at cartwheels. When Addison grows up, she wants to be a mom. Felix, son of Trey and Haley Derryberry, is also a first grader at Webster Primary Center. Felix enjoys playing flag football, basketball, and t-ball. His favorite food is cheese pizza. When he grows up, he wants to be a weights coach. Addison and Felix are being escorted tonight by our reigning fall homecoming queen, Mia Linker. Mia is the daughter of Shannon and Amber Linker. Mia is currently studying dental hygiene at Missouri Southern State University.
And we await the coronation of the 2025 homecoming queen and king here on a beautiful night at Cardinal Stadium. As they approach the Cardinal mascot at the 50-yard line, and now we'll hear from our PA announcer, Bruce Vonderhaar.
The 2025 Fall Homecoming King and Queen are Gus Carnes and Sadie Dotson.
So Gus Carnes and Sadie Dodson
The Queen will be presented with their crowns,
presented
sashes,
with
and flowers
the Homecoming King and Homecoming Queen crowns now, and be placed atop their heads as Gus puts the sash on Sadie Dodson, and she'll do the same for Mr. Carnes. He'll remove that in about 22 minutes as he gets ready to play some tight end. But for now, Gus enjoying the honor of being the 2025 Homecoming King. And now Sadie Dodson with the Homecoming crown as well. They'll turn to the audience, and congratulations to both of them. It's time now for the Ryan McFarland Coaches Show. So we'll take a 30-second break and come back with our Coaches Show. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's student night at Huhat.
Can you get into heaven through good works? That's a debate that's gone on for centuries. But Billy Graham knew where you can find the definitive answer to that question. It's in God's Word, the Bible.
All the good works that we do will not save us. We're to do good works. We're to give to the poor and the hungry. And we're to help build hospitals, and we're to help in the work for peace and to help better race relations and all these other things. But that is not going to save our souls.
So, what will save your soul?
Our souls are saved by the grace and the mercy of God as we come in simple faith to the cross. Have you done that?
If the answer to that is no, you can pray with someone about changing that right now. Call us, 855-255-7729. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're here for you 24/7. 855-255-7729. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
It's time for the Ryan McFarland Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by Arvest Wealth Management, Medicine Pet Clinic, and Papa John's Pizza in Webb City. Now, here's Scott Boudreau with head coach Ryan McFarland.
Good evening, Cardinal fans. Welcome to tonight's Coaches Show. Scott Boudreau along with the head coach Ryan McFarland. Cardinals homecoming night here at Cardinal Stadium as the Republic Tigers come to town. Last week, the final score made it look like a shootout, Coach, but there were a lot of nervous moments, I'm guessing, particularly in that first half when the Osho put up some points early on your ball club.
Yeah, going into the game, we knew up front they were really good on both sides of the ball. They've had a lot of success, running their inside zone scheme. The running back, was real explosive. So in the first half, they were what we thought they were. We just maybe weren't ready to play them, and really proud of our guys for how they responded in the second half. But you look back, and offensively, we don't score in our first two possessions, and we turn the ball over on downs on fourth down plays, and that's something where when we get to their side of the field, we're going to go for it on fourth down, more likely than not, and it just didn't work out well for us. So that kind of probably didn't give us a lot of momentum early, and they kind of took the momentum and ran with it in the first half. But really proud of how our boys just, on the sideline, no one got real frustrated, and everyone stayed kind of calm and composed, and so I was really proud of that.
Particularly defensively, anytime you create turnovers, it's good, but late in a close ball game, that seemed to turn the tide, the two turnovers in the fourth.
Yeah, I think the first one was when they came out after halftime, they got the ball, and you're down 11, and they get the ball, and if they go down and score, you're down 18, and to make them go 3 and out was really what I felt like the momentum kind of swung to our side. And then the second part of that is defense did their job. Now offensively, we have to go down and score, and we're able to do that. And once you got it to a one-score game, you really put the pressure back on Neosho to try to keep trying to extend the lead. And luckily, like you said, the turnovers, we get that fumble and an interception there in the second half that just gave us extra possessions, and you go from down 11 to up 11 by the middle of the fourth quarter. And just proud of the composure of our kids and their willingness to fight adversity and to stay together as a team.
As you practice this week for a team in Republic who has become much more of a familiar foe lately because we've started playing them a couple times a year, that easily could be the case this year depending on district standings. But what about familiarity with this program now? I believe they're coached there 5 years now, and so you know what they're all about. How does that help you this week in preparation?
Yeah, Republic's a team that played a lot, it seems like, in the last few years. I know 2022 beat them in the regular season. They beat us in the district semis, and then 2023 we beat them in the regular season. They beat us in the state semifinals, and then last year you go down and you lose a 2-point game to them. So they're a team that's definitely confident, and they're a team that knows they can play with us, and so we're not going to go in. And I think sometimes with Neosho, maybe their players aren't really sure they can beat you, and so when we're able to get the lead the other night, maybe they start having some doubt. And Republic's a team that's coming tonight, and there's no doubt in my mind that they don't believe they can come in and win, and it's going to be a great test for us, and we're really excited about the opportunity to see where we're at against a really good football program. But what they do on offense is really unique. They're kind of a single wing offense. They run a little bit of option stuff, but a lot of counters and traps, and the quarterback's a really good athlete. He's a returning starter, a big kid. He's going to Missouri State to play baseball in college, but he's a guy that in big games he can carry the ball a lot. So this is an opportunity to stop a really good player. And anytime you play him, I go back to the first drive of the game in the state semifinals in 23, and they go on a 10.5-minute drive to start the game and score, but they take 10.5 minutes off the clock, and that's something they're capable of doing. So it could be a really short game tonight.
A backer of Cardinal Athletics is Arvest Wealth Management, offering services in financial and retirement planning, as well as managing stocks and bonds, plus estate planning. For more information, the phone number for Arvest Wealth Management advisors Adrian Jackson, Scott Boudreau, Garrett Taylor, Ashley Durbin, and Christy Gullett is 417-627-8166 or online at arvest.com. Member FINRA SIPC, proud to support local high school athletics.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
KNEO would like to thank Papa John's Pizza in Webb City for sponsoring this portion of the game. They are proud supporters of the Webb City Cardinals and offer delivery and carry-out services on a variety of pizzas, as well as breadsticks and wings. Located in the City Point Shopping Center in Webb City and open 7 days a week. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or for a complete menu or online ordering, their website is papajohns.com.
Health-wise, how do you come into this ball game? It's midway through the season. You've had some guys banged up. How do you feel about your ball club's health coming in?
Health-wise, I think we're in a pretty good spot. We got some guys that are just, you're in week 6 of the season, so they're a little banged up, they're sore, they're tired, and we've tried to give them a little extra time off. We've cut practice down a little bit this week just to help with recovery. Gabe Johnson probably won't play tonight. He's getting close to coming back, but he's not quite there yet, and when you're dealing with hamstrings, you definitely don't want to rush him back, so we might hold him out another week and kind of see how he's doing next week. But besides that, we're pretty healthy across the board overall. So probably hats off to Coach McKnight. Coach McKnight and I spent a lot of time in the offseason trying to figure out what are things we can do to help with injury prevention, and knock on wood, I know some of it's probably luck, but I think we've done a pretty good job of keeping guys healthy this year.
I want to talk about your assistant coaches for a second. Each year there are little tweaks, or sometimes a guy leaves, sometimes you make adjustments. That happened again in this off season, but talk about the importance that you place, not just on game night when you're talking to them on the headphones, but the preparation that happens throughout the week. I know that starts on Sunday.
Yeah, first off, I think we're blessed with a phenomenal coaching staff. You look at, some of the guys have been around here for a long time since, I came back here 5 years ago, and Aaron David's here, and he was here when I left before, and he's a Webb City alumni, and Trey Derryberry, who's, been a big asset to the program, GA'd and coached a little bit in college at Pittsburgh State after he played there, and then have him. And then we hire a bunch of young coaches right when I got hired, and you get to watch those guys, kind of grow. And we were fortunate to bring in Jose Spear, who's another alumni, Zeke Wall, who played at Carl Junction, played at Pittsburgh State, Duran Henderson, who's an alumni that played college football. You got Ethan Trueblood, another alumni, Cole Shoemake, another alumni. Andrew Doning's been here for, I think, 13 years now, so he's familiar with the program. Braden Wilson, another alumni. Brenton Wilson, another alumni. Joseph Decker, he's been here 8 or 9 years now, so he's been a part of the program for a while. And then Tanner Hells is another one who's been here 7 or 8 years. He's from Illinois originally, but played football at Missouri Southern. And we've got such a good group of guys that have small egos probably, that don't really care about them getting the recognition for whatever it is that they do. But very blessed and proud to have them on staff, and they're, build relationships with the kids probably better than, any other program in Southwest Missouri. And this year moved Coach Jerry Berry from a co-defensive coordinator spot to a quarterback spot, and he's never coached offensive football in our offense, so he's kind of been learning a new language this year, and he's done a great job, and you can just see his confidence and his understanding get better and better each week, and he's going to be a great asset for us in the future to be able to be a coach that can take over the offense and be able to run it. But I'm not sure if I answered your question or not, but we've got a phenomenal coaching staff, and we're just blessed that they're eager and young, and they just keep getting better and better, and they take care of our kids.
Finally, Coach, it's homecoming night. We don't like to talk about homecoming festivities when a football game's about to be played, so let's just talk about the keys to victory tonight. We'll do enough during the rest of the pregame to tell everybody about homecoming night, unless you want to tell me about a special memory.
No, homecoming, I'm good on memories. No, real excited for tonight. The offensively, we've done a really good job of getting first downs and scoring points, and that's why tell them every Thursday when we do our walkthrough is our job is to do things right, get first downs, and eventually if you get enough first downs, you're going to score a touchdown. And we've got to score points tonight. I know Republic's a program that they don't want to get in a shootout, but they're capable of it. Defensively, you just got to find ways to just kind of bleed slow on defense, and they're going to get first downs, but we got to get them in a second and long situation to where they're behind the chains a little bit and try to get a stop that way. And then special teams, they've got a kicker, probably the best kicker maybe in the state of Missouri, but definitely in the conference. He kicked a 45-yard field goal last week. I think he kicked every kickoff against Joplin out of the back of the end zone, but they also, if they're not kicking it out of the end zone, then they're going to onside kick it, and they've done that a handful of times this year as well. So special teams just got to make sure we get possession of the football when we're receiving the ball, and then come up with a way to get big play to flip field position. They're, like I said, the Republic's not going to throw the ball a lot, so anytime we can make them go 80, 90 yards to score a touchdown is going to be in our favor.
Coach, good luck in tonight's ball game. We'll talk to you at halftime and after the game.
You've been listening to the Ryan McFarland Coaches Show. The Coaches Show is sponsored by Arvest Wealth Management, Madison Pet Clinic, and Papa John's Pizza in Webb City.
Dr. Haley Burpo of Burpo Family Chiropractic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals and wants to wish them much success throughout the season. Located at 26 South Main in Webb City, she offers chiropractic treatment services for the entire family. For appointment information, 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Making a difference in the lives of Webb City student athletes is the Webb City Booster Club. The Webb City Booster Club is always looking for new members to come along and help support the students and staff at Webb City High School. Whether you're a business, family, or individual member, you'll be making an impact in the future success of Webb City athletic programs. Check out the Booster Club's Facebook page to find out the latest news and events for Cardinal Nation. The Webb City Booster Club, proudly supporting the Cardinals.
Set to do battle. Justin, let's talk about the special teams real quick here. The Republic Tigers, known for their onside kicks, and as we just heard from Coach McFarland, the kicker this year can put it into the end zone on kickoffs. What do the Cardinals need to do to counter some of those things here tonight?
Well, I think you've got to be ready for anything if you're the kickoff return team. Talking about the Cardinals, historically this game has been filled with onside kicks and trick plays and whatnot coming from the special teams units. And so you've got to have your head on a swivel. You've got to make sure everybody is locked in and knows what they're supposed to do on a given situation. It's not something that you orchestrate a lot in practice, but no doubt would have been something this week that the Cardinal coaching staff emphasized so that you get in this moment and you're comfortable when that kind of a situation arises. And then you talk about the special teams on your side. Can you make a big play? Can you flip the field? Can you do something that brings this homecoming crowd to life?
We'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break here. Come back with our keys to winning. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. Back in 2 minutes.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Huhat Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at huhat.com.
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
Considering a metal roof? Call the area experts, 4W Metal Building Supply. Metal roofs have long life and very low maintenance. At 4W Metal, you'll find help from the planning through completion. Call or come by today.
At 4W.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium as the Cardinals being introduced and take the field. Our countdown to kickoff brought to you by Burpo Family Chiropractic and Huhat Mongolian Grill. It's time for Justin Boudreau's keys to winning tonight. Justin.
I think obviously, homecoming festivities have happened all week. There's been a little bit of a different rhythm in terms of how you prepare for this game with everything going on. You had the homecoming parade Wednesday, the bonfire, all the activities, the assembly today. Can you refocus all of that and channel that energy into production here tonight? That'll be key 1. 2, we talked about it, but getting McCracken in throwing situations. Can you put enough pressure on him in this offense that you put him in second and long, third and long situations to where they're doing things they don't customarily do well? And then third, off of that, can you force some turnovers? Can you get some interceptions? Can you get some fumbles? I think if the Cardinals do those things defensively, we've seen what this offense can do in terms of putting up points, but against a high-flying team like Republic, you're going to have to force them into situations they don't want to be in. You're going to have to force turnovers. If the Cardinals can do those things, I think they walk away with a homecoming victory here tonight.
We'll take another 2-minute timeout, come back with our coin toss after this. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
You know, my friend Matt and I have been best buds since the 2nd grade. You see, Matt has lived a pretty rough life. His dad just got up and left when he was 6. His mom got cancer when he was 14. And his girlfriend basically dumped him for no reason. But you know what? There's something different about Matt. You see, he's not mad at the world because of what happened. He goes to church and he says that we weren't made to do this alone. I want what he has. Do you? Call 1-888-NEED-HIM.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
The Cool School Shop is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. Located at 100 South Main Street, Suite A in Webb City, they offer custom screen printing on school sports apparel like t-shirts and hoodies, and offer embroidery services and custom-made jerseys. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 to noon. The Cool School Shop in Webb City, 417-673-3720, or online at coolschoolshop.com.
And we welcome you back to midfield here at Cardinal Stadium as our referee for tonight, Kevin Reinhardt, giving the captains for both the Republic Tigers and the Webb City Cardinals some information and the expectations they have for good sportsmanship. Ryan Cornelson, head coach of the Republic Tigers, and Ryan McFarland, head coach for the Webb City Cardinals, hearing those instructions as well. And no questions being asked. They'll shake hands, return to their sidelines, and now the Republic Tigers set to make the call. And there's the flip of the coin. And the Tigers have won the toss. They'll defer to the second half. The Cardinals will receive, and the Tigers will kick off from the south end zone to the north end zone. It's time to play some football. Let's take a 1-minute break. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
4W Metal Building Supply. You've probably seen us. We're the company that provides red iron and post frame buildings, siding, garage doors, and more. Bring your plans or pictures. We'll help from start to finish. Call or come by.
At 4W.
And we welcome you back here to John Roderick Field at Cardinal Stadium. Your Webb City Cardinals set to receive the opening kickoff. Ready to kick it for the Republic Tigers, the 6'4", 200-pound senior Elijah Fury, and he kicks it deep into the end zone, and the Cardinals will start with the ball at the 20-yard line. The Cardinals in the red pants, blue unis with the red numbers and the white trim. Republic comes out in the black pants, white uniforms, white helmet. Cardinals will get set to start their drive here in the opening quarter here on homecoming night. A big crowd has piled in for this ball game. Had some reunions planned over the weekend, so a few classes, the class of 1975, took a trolley downtown on the parade, and they're no doubt in attendance here is Braden Strickland, the senior quarterback under center.
Strickland under center, man in motion is Turner. Wants to throw in the flat, complete to Turner, down and out of bounds near the 26-yard line. A nice pickup on first down.
And Cardinals getting away from the traditional ground and pound to start the game. Going to throw a little bit of different wrinkles at Republic here tonight with the pass. They go out to Trey Turner, fully capable athlete. Haven't seen him involved a ton early in the season, but now as you hit the midway point, starting to open up the playbook a bit.
Strickland back under center. Williams in the backfield. And he'll keep it this time up the middle. May have picked up a couple yards to the 28. It'll be 3rd and 2 coming up for the Cardinals as they mix the run and pass here on 1st and 2nd down. Trying to test that defensive line, and more to the point, Justin, testing those linebackers as well to see what kind of coverage they're going to bring. Holden Johnson in at a receiver, and I think the Cardinals need an extra back in there. They finally get Claiborne in there in the backfield, 3 in the backfield. And there's the give across the 32 to the 33-yard line goes Mason Williams. Good lead blocking up front, even if it was a little delayed.
Well, it's a little late, but if you know your playbook, you know your playbook. Claiborne gets in there, does his job. He's one of the lead guys there creating the hole, and Cardinals pick up a first down early on in this first quarter. And I think one of the biggest things you can do here if you're this offense is hang on to the ball, chew the clock a little bit. Obviously, you're trying to score yourself, but maybe the best way to keep Republic from scoring is keep McCracken off the field.
3 in the backfield again, and he keeps it, pitches on the edge this time, and run out of bounds was Getz near the 39-yard line.
When we talk about lead back blocking, that time you saw Mason Williams spring out to the wide side here and created a hole for Getz to get through. He's able to pick up about 5 on the play. We'll say 6, 2nd and 4 now for the Cardinals, ball at their own 39.
Cardinals with a methodical drive here. Claiborne comes back with the play as the Cardinals continue that 3-back look here in the early going with a 2-tight set of Ganaway and Carnes, the homecoming king. The pitch once again on the edge, no room. May have been run out of bounds for no gain. They'll mark him down right at the 39. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Cardinals. They try to go wide a second time, but if you don't seal that edge, the flow that time, they spilled it to the outside and held him for no gain.
When you saw this Republic linebacking core just stretch that play as the Cardinals unable to get any blocking to cut it upfield. They're in a 3rd and 4 rather here on this opening drive.
Ganaway comes out. Turner in at a receiver along with Holden Johnson. Turner in motion. Strickland looking to throw. Now pitches it late. And the Tigers were all over that. Almost feel like he could have played that out. Turner would have been open in the flat. Instead, it'll bring up 4th down after a 5-yard loss back to the 34-yard line. And the Cardinals will be forced to punt it away. After a promising start to the drive, Cardinals will punt this one away. Dropped and just getting the kick off and then taking his helmet off. This may be roughing the kicker. And the ball going to be down near the 22-yard line, but we'll wait for our referee, Kevin Reinhardt, to indicate what it was. It's a personal foul. Roughing the kicker against the Tigers. What a break for the Cardinals.
Well, Colton Rickman bobbles it a little bit, and at the last second able to pick it up, get it off his foot. Republic Tiger defender there, I think, assumed he still had the football and was trying to make a tackle. But what it ends up being is a first down for the Cardinals now. And as you mentioned, Scott, a big break for this offense as they'll pick up the automatic first down and drive almost to midfield here as it's a big penalty on the Republic Tigers. Braden Strickland and company getting a second chance here on what will be opening drive 2.0 here.
So the Cardinals drive continues as the ball 1st and 10 at 49. Strickland under center. And a give on the dive. Williams pushing his way across the 45 near the 43-yard line. And Cardinals saying, we're not going to get too tricky right here. We're just going to see if we can open a hole in the middle of the field and pick up some yardage.
Well, you've been given a second chance here if you're the Cardinals on this opening drive. Got to capitalize on it. Braden Strickland takes a peek at the wristband. He'll be in the pistol. They'll move things over. He'll go back under center. Split backs behind him.
And the give this time and clotheslined near the 38-yard line. May have been Williams again on the carry. Couldn't quite tell. Maybe got a couple new backs coming in there, but Cardinals pick up the first down. Be 1st and 10 now from the 38-yard line. Turner inside the hash at a receiver right. Strickland looking to throw into the flat. Turner has it at the 35 and no further. They're setting something up there, Justin. If they get an out and up off of that, eventually don't be surprised.
Well, I think what you're trying to do there is you want them baiting, rushing to that side. One of these times, as you mentioned, I think you're going to see Turner cut that upfield, and Strickland's going to lay it up there and let Turner go get it. Right now, Cardinals content with just picking up 3-4 yards. 4-yard gain now on that one, 2nd and 6 as they're at the Republic 34.
2 in the backfield, Getz and Williams behind Strickland. Single receiver left. The give to Williams up the middle. He'll fight his way down near the 30-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd and short.
Proud sponsor of local high school athletics is Missouri State Representative Bob Bromley. He's honored to serve the citizens of the 162nd District, including the towns of Carl Junction and Webb City. Representative Bob Bromley would like to congratulate all the area teams on their hard work.
Drake Claiborne back in there in the backfield with the 3-back look behind Strickland. Double tights. Need 2 yards on 3rd. There's the give to Williams. He'll fight his way across the 28 down near the 26-yard line. And should be enough for a first down. Just enough misdirection as you're trying to decide which back's going to get the football there. And Williams able to follow his center and guard and pick up the first down. In comes Slade Hurd. Playing a little receiver, a little defensive back, a little fullback. They'll put him at a receiver on this particular occasion. Split wide. As is Getz. Now they'll give it to Mason Williams, and he about broke that one for the TD, Justin. Great quick count, and the misdirection maybe not quite ready for it, the Tigers. Another first down, this time down near the 14-yard line.
Yeah, Cardinals doing a great job of putting the Tigers on their heels just enough, a little bit of misdirection, some pre-snap movement that's forcing the Tigers to adjust things. Cardinals doing a nice job here.
Strickland wants to pitch it this time to Getz to the 10 and down inside the 10, or they mark him out right at the 10. The Cardinals didn't quite seal that right edge that time, or he may have been in the end zone.
Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvis Wealth Management, AMRI Roofing and Construction, 4W Building Supply, Dairy Queen of Webb City, Crowder College, and Oak Creek Realty, all proud sponsors of tonight's broadcast.
Inside 5 minutes in the first quarter, Cardinals driving at the 10-yard line. There's the give on an inside run. Picking up about 3 yards there. I believe that was Abel Getz again.
And again, nothing fancy for the Cardinals there, just trying to pound the ball up the middle. A 3rd and 3 on the 7, so you figure 2 down territory here if you're this offense, but going to continue to milk the clock here, continue to sustain this drive.
We've seen some RPO. We see some gives right up the middle. We'll see what Strickland has this time. Strickland pitches to Williams on the edge to the 5, to the 3, and out of bounds there, but it should be 1st and goal for the Cardinals. They'll mark him out at the 2. So nice job again of sealing that right edge, and then you get your extra blockers out to the right ahead of Williams. He's able to pick up the yardage needed. Now just 2 more to put one in the end zone.
When you get a guy like Williams on the edge going one-on-one at a defender, you like your chances there. That time defender able to get just enough on him to clip him to the 2-yard line out of bounds. Cardinals in great spot here, 1st and goal at the 2.
Holden Johnson, receiver left. Gus Carnes flips to the left. And now up the middle he goes, and it's a touchdown for the Cardinals. As Mason Williams, I believe it was, takes it in for the score. Or check that. Abel Getz on the carry that time for the score. Cardinals lead at 6-0. The extra point to come from Diego Drete. Diego puts it through the uprights, and the Cardinals lead at 7-0 with 3:59 left here in the first. We'll take a 30-second break. Back here with Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium here at John Roderick Field. The Cardinals on an almost 8-minute drive, aided by a roughing the kicker penalty on 4th down, able to finish the drive that started at their own 20, interrupted momentarily by the 4th down punt attempt, and advanced that to the 49, took it in the last 51 yards, gets with the finish, and here's Castro to kick off a short one. It'll bounce near the 30, picked up there by the Tigers across to the 37-yard line. Goes Peyton Hamilton, I believe it was. And the Tigers with their first possession of the evening, trailing the Cardinals 7-0. It'll be Peyton McCracken at quarterback. In the backfield with him is Isaiah Hall, the senior running back. And the give is to Hall. Up the middle he goes across the 40 to the 41-yard line. These are the first couple of tests for the Cardinals. We'll see the Republic running game now. The Cardinals had a little bit of run and pass going on their possession. McCracken back under center. And on the counter that time to Pelfrey, Justin. We talked about him in the open. And they tried to get it to him on a little counter. And Cardinals stop him after a short gain that time. That's where your defensive end, your outside linebacker on the right, have to stay home.
Yeah, and they did so that time. A misdirection to the right side. They come back to the near side here, and Barrick Hoffman there to make the play.
Two backs in the backfield. McCracken rolls right. Now falls down, tripped up there by the Cardinals near the 45, maybe the 46-yard line, but it'll bring up a 4th and 3 to go here. And let's see if the Tigers go for it on 4th down. It's been their practice over the last several years. The play coming in from the sideline as Kieran Govan brings it in, the junior receiver. Cardinal Nation on their feet. McCracken under center. Cardinals showing pressure, trying to draw them off sides, and a timeout called by the Tigers. Great job of not jumping there. We'll keep it here, Justin, and tell folks about some of our sponsors.
Paint, Chips, and Glitter Boutique at 110 West Broadway in Webb City is open Tuesday through Thursday, 10:30 to 5:30, Fridays 10:30 to 5, and Saturdays 10 to 3, offering ladies' clothing, jewelry, accessories, and more. They also carry Webb City shirts, accessories, and other spirit wear as well. Learn more online at www.pcgboutique.com, and they're proud to support the Cardinals. Another sponsor is Johnson Real Estate and Consulting and Keller Williams Realty. They've been serving the real estate needs of our local communities for over 20 years. For all your real estate needs, call Steve Johnson at 417-850-7391 or Dustin Johnson at 417-291-7706. Proud supporters of the Cardinals.
4th and 2, McCracken back under center, single back behind him. They'll try the old tush push, and the Tigers will get the first down as they advance to about the 49-yard line. And they just lined up with some pure power there to pick up the short yardage.
Well, when your QB is 6'4", 220, it doesn't take much of a push to get him 3 yards, and that's what you saw there from Republic.
Yeah, the quick count aids you there as well. The drive continues. Cardinals trying to get a stop here. Minute 59 left here in the first quarter. Cardinals leading 7-0. Cardinals show pressure at the line. McCracken will call an audible. And the give on the dive. Isaiah Hull, the ball carrier that time. About a 3-yard gain for Hull on the quick belly play there. Just trying to pick up what you can. Cardinals ready for just about anything. This is a tough running game to master and to stop. The Cardinals looking for a negative play somewhere along the line. McCracken back under center. Orbit motion. Now the give once again was to Isaiah Hull. 5'10", 200-pound senior running back. He's got some power with those legs and that size.
Yeah, big guy that is hard to bring down, especially when you've got him already with some momentum as he comes around the side there. Cardinals no doubt know what they're in for in terms of kind of a knockdown, drag out with this running game. Got to continue to be patient, got to continue to be disciplined. Find themselves in a 3rd and 4 situation here. I feel like if you can get them for some negative yardage here, you make them think.
3rd and 4 from the 45. McCracken back under center. And he'll keep it this time around the right side to the 40. Out of bounds near the 36-yard line. And that's the name of the game. Just fake the dive that time. Follows his back that was in orbit motion. And easily gets to the corner and picks up the first down for the Tigers. And Kyer leading away for him that time. 1st and 10 now from the 36-yard line of the Cardinals. Back to pass is McCracken down the field. Is it caught? And knocked to the ground. It went through 2 Republic Tigers' hands. Also helping knock it down that time. Cardinals defensive back. Looked like, was that Myers back there, Justin, knocking it away?
I believe it was.
And 2nd and 10 coming up for the Tigers. Cardinals were ready for it. There's the pitch to the left side this time. And pounding his way up the field. That time, Jin Vilasica, the ball carrier. 6 foot, 180-pound running back.
Cardinals had it read in the backfield, just almost over-pursued it, ran by the back as the pitch came through, and then it was a shoestring tackle that brought him down, but a 3rd and 5.
And that's the end of the first quarter. With the Cardinals leading 7-0, we'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back here with more Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Today's sporting event is being made available for your family by Chris Wright of Dig Right Equipment Rental, located just off Highway 49 at the Carterville exit by Casey's. Open Monday through Friday and Saturdays till noon with rentals of outdoor construction equipment and even attachments for your machines. Chris Wright of Dig Right Equipment Rentals is a proud supporter of today's game. 417-317-4995.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Second quarter here at Cardinal Stadium. John Roderick Field. Cardinals lead at 7-0. Republic driving. And the give to the fullback, but stuffing him at the 30-yard line on 3rd and 5. May have lost a yard, Justin, and that'll bring up a 4th a little bit longer. We did note during our visit with head coach Ryan McFarland, this kicker for the Tigers has kicked a 45-yard field goal this year, but right now it would be a bit more than that. So they'll go for it on 4th down. 4th and 5 for the Tigers. McCracken under center. Long count, freeze play, and another timeout called by the Tigers. Their second. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Cardinals trying to hold the Republic Tigers on 4th and 5. 11:20 left here in the second quarter. Cardinals run a man off late in the shotgun. This time McCracken with a 3-by-1 look. Ball bounces on the snap. Throws down the field to the end zone. Intercepted by the Cardinals. That should be a touchback, I believe, Justin. He fell into the end zone, and I'll let you identify. Was that Slade Hurd?
Yeah, I believe it was Slade Hurd. We talked about kind of a jack of all trades for the Cardinals this year. Started the year at the running back. They've moved him to wide receiver. They've played him at corner that time. Watched McCracken's eyes the entire time. Wasn't fooled by anything. The bobbled snap helps things, but Slade Hurd in a great position. High points the football and then goes and gets it and gives the ball back to his offense here with 11-12 left to go here in the half. Cardinals lead it 7-0.
A promising drive for the Tigers, but it was that third down stuff for no yards created the 4th down situation. Strickland gives it, and be little or no gain, maybe half a yard there. And while we wait for the next snap, Justin, you have some COC scores.
Neosho leads at 7-0 over Willard. It's Carthage with a 7-0 lead over Joplin. Nixa 14, Kickapoo nothing. And Ozark with a 21-7 lead over Lebanon. All those scores in the first quarter.
Strickland back under center, 2 backs in the backfield. And he wants to throw. Looking for a man down the seam is Gus Carnes. And no flag on the play. Gus Carnes, the intended receiver that time, and may have had a step. I thought it was a pretty good throw. You don't want to throw that one short down the seam. He had a man in coverage, and Strickland just out of his reach that time. A good route. Cardinals trying to catch the Tigers napping on the run and catch him on a tight end seam. Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Cardinals. Holden Johnson will line up left, 3 receivers right. Single back in the backfield is Williams. Strickland will run it, and they were spying him the whole way. He'll be stopped near the 22-yard line on 3rd and 9. That'll bring up 4th down for the Cardinals. And here comes the punting unit. So Cardinals get the turnover, but unable to pick up a first down. Went for the big play on the pass down the seam. Here's the kick away, and fair catch called for by the Tigers' Jackson Taylor. And while we have a moment, we'll tell you about some of our sponsors.
Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945, is located at 108 North Main Street in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, 417-673-1242 or online at RoderickInsuranceAgency.com.
McCracken fakes the give, pulled it, tried to get over the left side, met there by a couple of outside support for the Cardinals, and stopped after just a yard gain there. They're starting to read into this offense a little better. Good study and good coaching by the Cardinals coaching staff, allowing these Cardinal players to play with some freedom right now, recognizing what the Tigers are doing. McCracken back under center and keeps it on. Nobody to pitch to, and being swallowed up in the backfield for a huge loss. Tried to use his athleticism. That play designed to come right after the fake. A missed tackle initially, but as he peeled back to his left, he met three other Cardinals.
Well, you talk about the pursuit. Not sure who initially busted through the line, but he messes the whole play up and forces McCracken to turn back to the far side there, and that's where he had plenty of Cardinal help. A 3rd and 17. We talked about the putting the Tigers in uncomfortable situations. None more uncomfortable than 3rd and 17 here.
3rd and 17. A give now up the middle and getting free down near the 35-yard line on a little counter play that time. That was Owen Clyer, I believe, Justin. Flag on the play? Nope.
A little extracurricular, but they say, hey, let's knock it off and move on.
So the Cardinals give up a 3rd and 17 on your classic misdirection out of this offense, just kind of a counter play, and moving to the short side of the field, able to break a couple tackles. It's now 1st and 10 at the Cardinals' 33-yard line, a big gain there for the Tigers. McCracken back under center. Hull behind him. The give is to, no, he'll pull it. And McCracken will be tackled, but a flag on the play. This may be a holding call. It is on the Tigers. So back them up 5 yards from the spot.
And download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. You can also listen to the Webb City Cardinal Sports on your smart speaker. Just say, Alexa, play the KNEO Sports Network.
Referee Kevin Reinhardt marks off the yardage. Now it's 1st and 14 from the 37-yard line for the Tigers driving. They trail 7-0. And the ball's loose, and the Cardinals have it.
Well, that ball popped straight up out of the air. Hull had tried to spin. The Cardinals met him in the hole, and the ball popped free. And the Cardinals dove back on top of it. As Scott mentioned, the red numbers on the blue jerseys not doing us any favors here in the booth, trying to identify the young men making the plays. But a great job there by the defense as they caused the fumble, pop it loose. Cardinals first to jump on top of it. And we talked about in the pregame defense needing to make plays. They've done so here in this first half.
Second turnover in as many possessions for the Tigers. Strickland under center. And he'll give it on the dive. Williams able to pound his way forward from the 31 to about the 33-yard line to pick up a 2.
Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Bill's Electric Incorporated, Cool School Shop, Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, Nick Myers CPA, all proud sponsors of tonight's game.
2nd and 8 for the Cardinals from the 33-yard line. 7:49 left here in the first half. Strickland wants to pitch it wide this time and going nowhere. As the cornerback that time for the Tigers, Govan just met him right at the point of attack. I believe that was Hazlip on the carry that time.
It's one of those, I think, if you're Strickland, you hang on to that a little bit longer and keep that relationship with Hazlip. Cornerback was able to read it and stay in between, and then once the pitch was made, able to get outside. You got to force him to bite either to you or stay outside with Hazlip that time. A nice job of reading the play by the Republic Tiger defender.
Holden Johnson, wide right. Slade Hurd in the slot. 2 in the backfield behind Strickland. They go quick. And up the middle they go. He's loose. That's Williams to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mason Williams on a dandy quick play that time. He busted one tackle and he was gone. You could see the defense all following something totally the opposite side of the field, Justin. And Williams, like he was shot out of a cannon on homecoming night, picks up a huge touchdown for the Cardinals to put them up 2 scores. Extra point to come by Mr. Aldrete, left-footed kicker for the Cardinals. Snap is good. The kick is up, and the kick is good. At the 6:50 mark of the second quarter, the Cardinals lead at 14-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium here, John Roderick Field. Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau. Drew Woodmansey, our camera operator. And Roberta Foster back at our studios. Cardinals lead at 14-0 after a breakaway touchdown by Mason Williams. Gives them that 2-score lead. The kickoff coming from Castro, a short one. Fair caught at the 34-yard line. That was 3 plays on that drive, Justin, and a 68-yard run by Mason Williams.
Yeah, and just great execution up front. We talked about the misdirection that had the Tigers leaning to the far side, and then you send Mason Williams right up the gut. He makes one guy miss on a spin move, and then it's off to the races for him. Republic Tigers in an unfamiliar hole here, down 14-0, 6:49 left to go here in the half. Asking your defense to make another stand here, already 2 turnovers on the night.
McCracken under center. He'll keep it. Now goes back up the middle, and he's off to the races to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. As the Cardinals that time fooled, came up to the line, may have thought they had McCracken, and Justin, he just did a nice little jump cut to his left. There's no safety help and nobody there to stop him. And as quickly as the Cardinals felt some confidence, the Tigers show their quick scoring ability with the talent of Mr. McCracken. Extra point to come. And there's the kick. The kick is up, and the kick is good. The Cardinals now lead at 14-7 over the Republic Tigers with 6:38 left here in the second quarter. We'll take another 30-second timeout. Back with more Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Supporting today's game is Walter Hayes of Oak Creek Realty Group, specializing in residential real estate. He has worked in housing development as a builder and broker since 1999. Walter Hayes of Oak Creek Realty serves the Jasper County area. 417-649-6776 or more information at walterhayes.com.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium here on homecoming night. The Cardinals lead at 14-7 over the Republic Tigers with 6:38 to go, and that didn't take long, Justin, after the kickoff. One play, McCracken bust loose, and the Cardinals set to get the football back after the kick coming from Elijah Ferry. This one will go through the end zone for another touchback. And the Cardinals defense overstudying the play and trying to make some adjustments. It looked like to us, Justin, that Cardinals may have been slanting and the Republic Tigers offensive lineman able to just push them on out of the way. It's the Cardinal offense back out there, though. Braden Strickland back at the controls as Trey Turner and Holden Johnson check in at a receiver. Williams in the backfield. And the Cardinals jump early. Didn't see a flag, but there should be a flag. That should be a false start. Looked like the center snapped it before Braden Strickland was ready. And it will be a false start. That'll back them up to the 15-yard line now. 1st and 15 for the Cardinals.
Make sure you stay tuned after tonight's game for the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. You can also check out our live scoreboard during the game. Go to kneo.org and get the latest scores from games around the area as they're happening.
2 receivers left. Strickland gives it up the middle this time, and a short gain maybe to the 17-yard line. As the Cardinals trying to dig out from their own end here. Williams will return to the ball game. Claiborne checks out. Ganaway will check in as the second tight end. Holden Johnson wide right. Strickland takes the snap, now keeps it, goes up the middle. Another short gain, may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Somebody just took a lineman's helmet off, and they're going to likely penalize Gavin Lawhon for just ripping the helmet off of Cardinals. I believe that's the center, Cooper White, Justin, who lost his helmet. And since it's been removed by the defender, you don't have to come out of the ball game. That'll give the Cardinals another huge first down when they were backed up in their own territory. See if they can take advantage.
Yeah, you go from facing a 3rd and long to a 1st and 10 now, and the ball moved up to the 35-yard line. 5:50 left to go here in the first half. 14-7 Cardinals lead it. You would love to end this drive on a score going into the half, knowing Republic gets the ball coming out.
Trey Turner in the slot. Now Hurd in motion left to right. And before that play could ensue,
there was a flag on the far side.
Maybe a false start. Don't know if the Cardinals tight ends got set that time on the far right side. Had a wing and a tight end tight that time. So the Cardinals backed up to the 30-yard line. And for the second time on this series, a 1st and 15 for the Cardinals. They just got to execute right now. That's what Coach McFarland is talking about. Keep doing what made you successful. Got to watch the play clock here, down to 5. Strickland snaps it at 1 and gives it on the dive and climbing his way to the 40 was Mason Williams, once again getting positive yards near the 36-yard line. That'll bring up a second down. We'll call it 9 to go here. Need to get to the 45-yard line for a first. 3 men in the backfield behind Strickland. They give it to Williams, who'll get around the left side, but met there and stacked up. That time the Tigers overloaded their right side, so they had extra defenders there ready off of that outside zone play, even with the blocker Claiborne in there ahead of Williams that time, Justin. 3rd and 7 for the Cardinals. See if they want to keep it on the ground here. Clock running at 4:05 of the second quarter, and Cardinals leading 14-7. 3 backs behind Strickland. He rolls to his right, wants to throw it, and incomplete. Great job of defending the pass play once again. Starting to think you better stay away from Gavin Lawhon, Justin. Their defender, he defended Carnes on the attempted seam pass. That time, low flood route, and Cardinals forced to kick it away on 4th and 7, and before that can happen, there was a flag on the play. Let's see if this is encroachment or if it's on the Cardinals. It's illegal procedure on the Cardinals. Back them up 5 yards. Cardinals with some mistakes here on this drive. Going to give the ball back to the Tigers here one more time in this first half, and not what you were looking to do when you started it. 4th and 12 from the 33. Drops the ball, but gets the kick off. And this one takes a Cardinal bounce to the 30 and down near the 24-yard line. And for the second kick in a row, the Cardinals punter Colton Rickman able to recover a bobbled punt and get the kick off. You're kind of happy that the Tigers didn't have a big rush on, Justin.
Yeah, Cardinals fortunate there that there was nobody coming from Rickman's right side. He's able to kind of float it out wide and get it off the side of his foot. Gets a fortunate bounce and roll and pins McCracken and company back to their own 24. Just 3:39 left to go here in the half. Cardinals lead at 14-7. Need your defense to make a big stop here.
McCracken under center. And he'll keep it. And again, free in the open spot to the 45, 50, 40, and finally out of bounds. And they found something, Justin, that the Cardinals are doing that's allowing him to step one way and then counterstep. That time he countersteps to his right, and nobody at home on the Cardinals' left side of their defense. And he picks up huge yardage. 1st and 10 now from the Cardinals' 36-yard line in one play. It's a huge gain. McCracken will give it on the dive this time and fighting his way forward. Owen Clyer, the ball carrier. But those kind of big plays, big part of this offense, and we said he was the motor that makes this offense go, but he's been the big play guy. Talking about McCracken. 1st and 10 now, or 2nd and 7 rather, from the 36. A give on the dive across the 30 to the 29-yard line, and we'll see where they mark him down. They'll mark it between the 28 and 29-yard line. Scoreboard not updating its down and distance. Now they do. 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. 2:27 left here in the first half. McCracken under center. And the give on the dive to Hull. Cardinals said they got the football. Another fumble as the Cardinals rip it out. And now the side judge comes in to make sure before they relay it to our referee, Kevin Reinhardt. They stood him up in the hole, Justin, before they ripped it loose. Hull didn't have it when everything was over. It's just a discussion of whether he was down. Tigers offense heading back to their sidelines. The Cardinals seem to believe that they will end up with possession here. And now Kevin Reinhardt, our referee, says it's Cardinal football. Well, so the Cardinals get a huge break. What'd you see there, Justin?
The relationship between McCracken and Hull there looked like it was late to develop. I wasn't sure that McCracken wanted to hand the ball to Hull there after he saw the gap starting to close. I think he was forced to let it go anyway as Hull was ripping it out of his hands, and that obviously causes an unstable relationship there at the mesh point, and Cardinals were able to take advantage of it, as you mentioned, standing Hull up, ripping it loose. A third turnover by this defense. You've got to put that on the scoreboard now. If you're the Cardinals, just hold a 7-point lead. You'd like to do something with that here. Just 2:14 left to go here in the first half. Cardinals lead at 14-7. Going to try to get something going here on this drive. Obviously got to be in a little bit of a hurry, but you still want to just continue to execute, do the things that have got you in this position as they'll reset things here.
They extend the explanation over to the Republic sideline. Good officiating there. Kevin Reinhardt goes over to talk to head coach Ryan Cornelson for the Tigers. And Strickland with two backs behind him, single receiver right. And he'll give it on the dive, picking up about 3 yards. Mason Williams still trying to test that middle and then see if they can break one loose. From there, Cardinals will go hurry up here. Minute 57, 2nd and 8. Another give, this time across the 31. Abel gets, I believe, that time on the carry. Cardinals got to pick up that first down, although the Tigers only have one timeout left. Cardinals not using any of their 3 timeouts just yet. 3rd and 5 here. We'll see if the Cardinals want to throw it or try to get outside on the pitch. Tigers have been tough up the middle on these first 2 plays. They'll send 2 receivers to the right, 2 in the backfield behind Strickland. Play clock at 4, 3. Strickland will get it off. No, a timeout called, I believe.
It's a flag on the far side.
Now let's see what illegal procedure on the Cardinals as the clock was winding down. And for the 2nd series in a row, Cardinals called for an illegal procedure that backs them up and kind of takes away some of your options, at least your willingness to take risk, Justin. Now backed up to the 27-yard line. Essentially a 3rd and 10 here for the Cardinals. Clock under a minute now, and now 5 seconds on the play clock. And Coach McFarland going to call a timeout with 1 second remaining. We'll keep it here.
Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support our local schools. Located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, specializes in complete body and frame repair, 4-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game. And 5-Star Food Equipment would like to let the Cardinals know they are proud of them, offering over 300 brands of food equipment and supplies, parts, and services to Joplin and the surrounding areas. 5-Star Food Equipment, 417-624-1100. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals on KNEO.
Well, if you're the Cardinals on 3rd and 10, you're probably trying to draw up something that you think you can get the Tigers to commit to. Can you draw up some kind of misdirection here? Not likely to throw it, although certainly have capable receivers in terms of Holden Johnson and the 2 tight ends. You could run a little circle route, but maybe just keep it on the ground here and try to get to the locker room. We'll see what Strickland wants to do. There's gets in motion. Strickland to throw it, and waylaid right there at the point of attack after the catch was Strickland. It'll bring up 4th down, and I believe a timeout called by Republic. It's their last timeout, but Justin, not a deep enough route that you were going to get the first down there. I think they're trying to just run layers there of routes, and Strickland picked out the short, quick one, and good catch there, but 34 seconds left, and Tigers going to force the Cardinals to punt this away on 4th and 8 from their own 27, 28-yard line. And if ever you're going to be sure-handed, Mr. Rickman, this is the time to be sure-handed. You don't want to give the Tigers any chance for a run back, though. Rickman takes the low snap. Kick it and back near the 35 and tackled at the 32 2-yard line on a dandy defensive play. But the player for the Tigers is hurt. That was Jackson Taylor. He got twisted up in a hurry on that play. And we'll take a 1-minute timeout as they attend to him. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau, Drew Woodmansey on our camera tonight. As the Cardinals lead at 14-7, Justin. They've taken advantage of one of the 3 turnovers that the Tigers have given them in this first half, unable to do so on the ensuing 2 turnovers. But you like the way this defense is playing overall. The offense is what sputtered on the last couple of drives.
Well, and it's been the opposite the first 5 weeks of the season. You've seen the offense be able to go out and put up points. Defense has struggled at times to get the stops and get the turnovers. So no doubt going to talk to your guys that have, hey, we got to put both of those pieces together. Your defense is held, and offense is coming to this ball game averaging 46 points a game. You've held them to 7.5. You've forced 3 turnovers, but offense not quite keeping pace with being able to put this game in a more comfortable position. McCracken and company will come out in a shotgun formation. He's got 3 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side, receiver to his left, or running back to his left.
Certainly got to find him. He wants a quarterback draw here, and he'll get to the left side and run out of bounds as the Tigers have no timeouts. Steps out near the 36-yard line. And if he sees some real open field, don't think he won't just try to get to the end zone, Justin. That time, a designed quarterback draw.
Well, we talked about his capability as a runner. 60 rushes coming into this game, 412 yards and 7 touchdowns. So a guy that looks to run first. You saw that time out of the gun. Receivers spread wide, but middle of the field wide open there for him.
2nd and 4 from the Tigers 36. 17 seconds left in the first half, and the Cardinals lead at 14-7. McCracken under center. And he dropped the football. He'll fall on it near the 34-yard line. He can't stop the clock now. And the Cardinals will let it go. They'll try to snap it on 3rd down. The clock at 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the first half. With the Cardinals leading 14-7, we'll come back with our halftime show brought to you by Simpson Funeral Home. Back with more Cardinal football after this. You're listening to Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Simpson Funeral Home has been serving the local area for over 100 years and is happy to serve local families during their time of need. With 2 locations, 400 West Doherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction, owners Austin and Amanda Simpson and their licensed staff can be reached at 417-673-2411. Simpson Funeral Home, a proud backer of the Webb City Cardinals.
Proud to be a part of our local communities is BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, serving the 4-state area for over 60 years with locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma. They specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electrical projects in the 4-state area. For employment or company information, their website is beijoplin.com or 417-624-6660. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Welcome to the KNEO Sports Network Halftime Show. The Cardinal Minute is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Webb City Cardinals.
We welcome you inside another edition of the Cardinal Minute. I'm Justin Boudreau, joined by Athletic Director and former head coach John Roderick. John, thanks for joining us.
You bet. Great to be here, Justin.
And as you know, homecoming week here, so a lot of festivities going around community and here at the high school. You've seen that in a lot of different layers. You've been in it as a player, been in it as a coach, now as an athletic director. Talk to us a little bit about what makes it so special here in this small town of Webb City.
You know, I think homecoming is a game. You know, when you think about football homecoming or even in the wintertime, your basketball homecoming, there are probably a lot of individuals that only come to maybe one game a year, and that would be the homecoming game. I know there's a lot of anticipation when you look at the crowd, and you'll see friends that you haven't seen maybe since the last homecoming, or just the general fans. And when the kids that are involved in it, obviously there's a lot of extended family that come, and so it's always a special night. As an athletic director, you see it. Great crowd, great atmosphere. A lot of excitement before the game with all the things going on. As a football coach, you're just trying to get your team focused on the game, and there's so many other distractions. You have the parade, bonfire stuff on Wednesday night, and a lot of the coronation practices during the week and things like that. So you really just want, as a coach, you just want your kids to play well and keeping focused on the game and what happens at 7:00.
And now as you look, we turn back to the athletic director role. Fall stuff starts to wrap up here a little bit. You're getting ready for district tournaments and that kind of thing as the season winds down, but also ready to flip the page and turn to winter stuff. Kind of a busy season for you. Yeah,
when you go through those certain weeks where you have a lot going on, confirming all the winter schedules and wrapping those up, we've found over the last handful of years that the scheduling is a 365-day a year job. It just never ends. Adjustments, times, whatever it is. I mean, there are just changes that occur almost every week in, whether it's a fall, winter, or spring schedule. But yeah, you confirm the winter schedules, and then you're, trying to get the spring schedules in as we're finishing up the fall. Once you get to October, it slows down a little bit, as far as the games. And, here pretty soon we'll be starting district play. Some of the ones like golf and tennis, those are some of the earlier ones. Then softball, then you got the cross country, volleyball, and all those happen. And then of course football, you're playing all well into the late October as far as the regular season. So it's a busy time. September is probably one of the busiest months we have, but then October it kind of slows a little bit. And as we've found this week, it seems like we're back into the summer weather. So that's really, really unusual.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time today. Thanks.
You bet. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you for listening to the Cardinal Minute, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Webb City Cardinals.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is proud to sponsor local high school sports on KNEO. Sports Director Michael Amami and sports reporters Ryan Bunale and Cam Isimone have interviews, scores, and highlights weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report covers events from high school athletics to Missouri Southern and Pittsburgh State and local community colleges. Proud to support local high school sports.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports.
It's time for the Freeman Sports Health Minute. The Freeman Sports Team is proud to serve as the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges.
Welcome to another Health Minute here on KNEO. This week we're joined by Megan Carter from Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And this week's topic is, what is hip bursitis?
So hip bursitis, you have a bursa sac in your hip joint that helps kind of lubricate the joint. And so bursitis, it can come from a traumatic hit to that area, or it can just be an overuse issue. Usually to help treat it, you can do some gentle stretches, lots of ice, anti-inflammatory. If it's something that doesn't calm down on its own with those conservative treatments, you can go to your orthopedic physician and get a cortisone injection or some other form of treatment.
Well, when you look at hip bursitis, is this something that can sideline you for quite some time, or can athletes work through it?
There's varying degrees of it. It's something you probably could play through, but if it gets to a point where most ranges of motion are hurting, then it's time to shut it down and let it rest and let it resolve.
For the Freeman Sports Health Minute, I'm Adam Winkler.
Missouri Southern State University is a culture of excellence, whether in the classroom, the lab, or on the court. It's where future educators, innovators, lifesavers, and global leaders call their home. It's a place where immersive learning environments can help empower students to command a future in their field. Come experience excellence and apply at mssu.edu.
Huhat Mongolian Grill at 1804 Rangeline in Joplin is proud to support local high school sports. They offer a variety of meat, stir-fry ingredients, and signature sauces that are then grilled together. Huhat Mongolian Grill is open Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and offers dine-in eating, curbside pickup, plus delivery through DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. More information online at huhat.com.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the four-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
Simpson Funeral Home has been serving the local area for over 100 years and is happy to serve local families during their time of need. With 2 locations, 400 West Doherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction, owners Austin and Amanda Simpson and their licensed staff can be reached at 417-673-2411. Simpson Funeral Home, a proud backer of the Webb City Cardinals.
So far, we've been to CJ, Carl Junction Marching Festival, a couple weeks ago.
Proud to be a part of our local communities is BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, serving the four-state area for over 60 years with locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma. They specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electrical projects in the four-state area. For employment or company information, their website is beijoplin.com or 417-624-6660. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
A big part of giving kids opportunities to.
Welcome to the KNEO Sports Network Halftime Show.
Not just playing instruments. We know that's not all band.
The Cardinal Minute is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Webb City Cardinals.
We welcome you inside another edition of the Cardinal Minute. I'm Justin Boudreau, joined by Athletic Director and former head coach John Roderick. John, thanks for joining us.
You bet. Great to be here, Justin.
As you know, homecoming week here, so a lot of festivities going around, community and here at the high school. You've seen that in a lot of different layers. You've been in as a player, been in as a coach, now as an athletic director. Talk to us a little bit about what makes it so special here in this small town of Webb City.
You know, I think homecoming is a game. You know, when you think about football homecoming or even in the wintertime, basketball homecoming, there are probably a lot of individuals that only come to maybe one game a year, and that would be the homecoming game. I know there's a lot of anticipation when you look at the crowd, and you'll see friends that you haven't seen maybe since the last homecoming, or just the general fans. And you know, when the kids that are involved in it, obviously there's a lot of extended family that come, and so it's always a special night. You know, as an athletic director, you see it. You know, great crowd, great atmosphere. You know, a lot of excitement before the game with all the things going on. As a football coach, you're just trying to get your team focused on the game. You know, and there's so many other distractions. You know, we have the parade, bonfire stuff on Wednesday night, and you know, a lot of the coronation practices during the week and things like that. So you really just want, as a coach, you just want your kids to play well and you know, keep them focused on the game and what happens at 7 o'clock.
And now as you look, we turn back to the athletic director role. Fall stuff starts to wrap up up here a little bit. You're getting ready for district tournaments and that kind of thing as the season winds down, but also ready to flip the page and turn to winter stuff. Kind of a busy season for you.
Yeah, when you go through those certain weeks where you have a lot going on, confirming all the winter schedules and wrapping those up, we've found over the last handful of years that the scheduling is a 365-day a year job. It just never ends. Adjustments, times, whatever it is. I mean, there are just changes that occur almost every week, in whether it's the fall, winter, or spring schedule. But yeah, you confirm the winter schedules, and then you're trying to get the spring schedules in as we're finishing up the fall. Once you get to October, it slows down a little bit. As far as the games, and here pretty soon we'll be starting district play. Some of the ones like golf and tennis. Those are some of the earlier ones. Then softball. Then you got the cross country. Cross country, volleyball, and all those happen. And then of course football. You're playing all well into the late October as far as the regular season. So it's a busy time. September is probably one of the busiest months we have. But then October it kind of slows a little bit. And as we found this week, it seems like we're back into the summer weather. So it's really unusual.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time today. Thanks.
You bet. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you for listening to the Cardinal Minute, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-7320. Visit online at simpsonfh.com.
Have you noticed how your priorities change as you grow older? They are simple and silly as children. Most of us don't even want to admit what they were in college. As a young adult, they start becoming more serious, and then your priorities completely change when you have a family. As we reach the last quarter of life, we start thinking more about our mortality and what waits for us. The problem with that is none of us are guaranteed any amount of time. Don't wait until you think you need to get serious about God. He sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to offer you forgiveness and hope for eternity. Don't ignore that gift and wait any longer to invite Jesus Christ into your life. Call 888-NEED-HIM to learn how to have a personal relationship with Jesus and take care of the biggest priority in life. That number is 888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM.
BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, has been serving the 4-state area for over 60 years. With locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electric projects. Bills Electric is committed to providing the absolute best electrical repair and installation services to homeowners and businesses in the 4-state area. Learn more information online at BEIJoplin.com. Bills Electric Incorporated
we
is
welcome
proud
you
to
back
support
to Cardinal
the Webb
Stadium
City
here
Cardinals.
on John Roderick Field. Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau.
Simpson Funeral Home has been serving the local area for over 100 years and is happy to serve local families during their time of need. With 2 locations, 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction, owners Austin and Amanda Simpson and their licensed staff can be reached at 417-673-2411. Simpson Funeral Home, a proud backer of the Webb City Cardinals.
Stumbled a bit after that.
Well, I think if you're talking to your guys offensively, you go back.
Proud to be a part of our local communities is BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, serving the 4-state area for over 60 years with locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma. They specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electrical projects in the 4-state area. For employment or company information, their website is BEIJoplin.com or 417-624-6660. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Not accustomed to seeing from the film from the first 5 weeks.
Welcome to the KNEO Sports Network Halftime Show. The Cardinal Minute is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider of the Webb City Cardinals.
We welcome you inside another edition of the Cardinal Minute. I'm Justin Boudreau, joined by Athletic Director and former head coach John Roderick. John, thanks for joining us.
You bet. Great to be here, Justin.
And as you know, homecoming week here, so a lot of festivities going around, community and here at the high school. You've seen that in a lot of different layers. You've been in as a player, been in as a coach, now as an athletic director. Talk to us a little bit about what makes it so special here in this small town of Webb City.
You know, I think homecoming is a game. You know, when you think about football homecoming or even in the wintertime, your basketball homecoming, there are probably a lot of individuals that only come to maybe one game a year, and that would be the homecoming game. I know there's a lot of anticipation when you look at the crowd, and you'll see friends that you haven't seen maybe since the last homecoming, or just the general fans. And you know, when the kids that are involved in it, obviously there's a lot of extended family that come, and so it's always a special night. You know, as an athletic director, you see it. You know, great crowd, great atmosphere. You know, a lot of excitement before the game with all the things going on. As a football coach, you're just trying to get your team focused on the game. You know, and there's so many other distractions.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
Simpson Funeral Home has been serving the local area for over 100 years and is happy to serve local families during their time.
Welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium here. Justin, we were talking about adjustments with head coach Ryan McFarland. Really defensively shut down a couple of those plays. You're in pretty good shape, particularly with the 3 turnovers. Offensively, just got to fix some things. They were probably stunting against that offensive line. Maybe it caused some of those jumps, some of those false starts.
Yeah, I think if you're Coach Mack and company, talking to your guys about just staying disciplined, obviously you know the talent that's across from you in the Republic Tigers, and they're doing everything they can to cause you to make mistakes, and obviously you're doing the same thing on your end. And so a little bit of a chess match here as you enter the second half. You're up 14-7. Republic going to get the football back. You know the dynamic playmaking that Mr. McCracken possesses, but can you have your 11 guys do what they need to do to continue to slow him and this offense down? You really take away the 2 big chunk plays that you saw from McCracken in that first half, and that's essentially the ball game. That's how they ended up getting in the end zone. And so now the Cardinals, with Mr. Castro set to kick things off from the 40-yard line, will kick it deep to, I believe,
Jackson Taylor, who was injured in the first half.
Yep.
Back deep for the Tigers. See if it's a short kick again. He'll place this one inside the 20, back to the 15, and to the 20, 25.
Ball
Ball came loose across the 30. Tigers picked it back up, but a big hit there on Coleman, the ball carrier. Cardinals nearly had that early turnover to start the half.
And they were a yard away from diving on top of it. Lucky was Republic that there was an up man in the vicinity. He's the only one that saw it for Republic pop loose. Cardinals were surrounded by it. McCracken and company will come out here to start the second half.
McCracken under center, and he'll keep it around the left edge, potting his way across the 40 and out of bounds at the 45. You're not going to tackle him with a single arm reach, Justin. He's just too strong for that, and you've seen a couple of attempted arm tackles. That's just not going to get it done.
Well, you talk about McCracken, he goes 6'4", 200. So once he gets some steam going downhill, it's hard to arm tackle him. As you said, it's hard to tackle him up top. You got to get low, cut the legs out from underneath him, and win the battle down low as he picks up the first down here coming out of the half.
1st and 10 at the 45 now. Single receivers left and right. Man in motion. Keeping it again, or actually a quick handoff that time to their running back Hull, kind of their power back. And they'll check a couple of receivers out.
Proud supporter of local high school athletics, Missouri State Representative Bob Bromley, honored to serve the citizens of the 162nd District, including Carl Junction and Webb City. He would like to congratulate all the area teams on their hard work.
4-man line for the Cardinals. Orbit motion. McCracken keeps it over the right side and tackled near the 46-yard line. Maybe just shy of the first down, depending on right foot or left foot placement here. And side judge and referee Kevin Reinhardt says it's on the 45. The nose is across, and a first down for the Republic Tigers. So they're marching along here on 3 plays, pick up 2 first downs. Cardinals defense looking to hold them. Play clock under 10, 6, 5. McCracken under center at 3 and just gets the snap off. Gives it once again to Hull. Carries it across the 45 to the 43-yard line. And a short pickup there of a couple of yards. 2nd and 8, and this is the down where you've got to start to get some negative yardage or some kind of pushback. You got to watch for the misdirection from this Tigers offense. McCracken under center. And a give to the tailback that time. And Clyer, the ball carrier that time, got across the 40. And they'll mark him down near the 37-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Tigers. Just a big hole again on that right side.
Yeah, not what you wanted to do in terms of putting them in a 3rd and manageable. No, a 4th down team are the Republic Tigers, even if you stop them here on 3rd. McCracken looking to right the ship and get a first down here.
McCracken gives it on the dive. Cardinals knock him backwards. He'll be short of the first down. The ball carrier that time was Clyer once again. And it'll be 4th and 1 for the Tigers. No doubt they're going for it. They'll bring in a couple more tight ends. And we saw them line up and go quick count, kind of a tush-push replica in the first half. McCracken goes around the right side, and he breaks loose to the 20. And knocked down inside the 20. And now a flag thrown, I believe.
Yeah, there's some late contact. Couldn't tell who it was on the far side from the Cardinals that went down.
They were trying to
get a
separate
foul.
McCracken, and this one may be against the Tigers. He got down to the 18-yard line. Coach Ryan Cornelson asking for an explanation, but the officials getting together on it first so that everybody understands. after picking up the first down on 4th and 2. It'll still have the first down, I believe. They'll mark the ball back at the 33-yard line. They only needed the 30 or 34-yard line, I believe, is all they needed. So it is still 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. But, boy, that play, just another example of McCracken's elusiveness. And a lot of times on 4th and short, you're expecting it to be pounded up the middle. He bounces it to the right. And Cardinals lucky to get him in pursuit. The 15-yard penalty backs him up. McCracken back under center. Keeps it once again to the 20, inside the 20, back to about the 17-yard line. He's about back to the yardage that they just gave up on another outside run. Just a quick decision, Justin. Fakes a dive, and he's got a seal block on that right side, and then he just works his way down the field.
Well, and you're seeing why he's the leader of this team for the Republic Tigers. Just calm and composed, reads the defense well, and then takes what the defense has given him. That time calls his own number and gets deeper into Cardinal territory.
1st and 10 from the 17. And the give and a dive over the middle of the pile down to about the 13-yard line. That time a new ball carrier for the Tigers. Villasica, the ball carrier that time. They bring a receiver in, favorite receiver of McCracken, talking about Karen Govan. He'll line up on the left side. McCracken keeps it, gets over the right side. They string him out to the sideline, and then a late flag. Cardinals started tackling him inbounds, and then I don't know if he just didn't let go once you got him to the sideline, but that's going to probably be half the distance to the goal from there, Justin, after this penalty's assessed on the Cardinals. Personal foul on the Cardinals.
Well, one of those plays, I understand the idea. You're trying to protect the player when the initial contact is made inbounds. I don't know how you expect a guy to give himself up as he's falling out of bounds in the tackle, but that's the call nonetheless.
1st and goal from the 7 for the Tigers, looking to tie this one up. 7:53 in the third quarter, trailing 14-7. They give it up the middle. Cardinals trying to stack up the ball carrier. And it was Hull once again with the carry. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. They'll mark this one at the 4-yard line.
Scores around the COC. Carthage leads at 14-7 in Joplin. It's Ozark 28, Lebanon 21 at the half. Neosho leads at 28-19 at half over Willard. Nixa having no problem with Kickapoo. They lead at 49-7.
McCracken under center, 2nd and goal from the 4. Keeps it around the left side, working his way to the end zone, and touchdown for the Tigers. And something happened late. The Cardinals and McCracken ran into one of the Cardinal players just trying to get up. No flags this time. And extra point to come from the Tigers here. They'll look to tie it up as Elijah Ferry, their outstanding kicker, senior, goes 6'4", 200 pounds. Looked like he could be a wide receiver, Justin, but he's been kicking through the end zone. I'm going to guess he's got some soccer experience as well. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. And the Cardinals retain a 1-point lead, 14-13. Ferry just hooked the extra point.
Yeah, Cardinals got a little bit of pressure, which maybe forced him to rush it. He cranks that foot inside and pushes it inside the left, or outside the left pylon, rather.
14-13, our score with 7:08 left here in the third. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back with more Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Considering a metal roof? Call the area experts, 4W Metal Building Supply. Metal roofs have long life and very low maintenance. At 4W Metal, you'll find help from the planning through completion. Call or come by today.
At 4W. The Tigers take the opening drive of the third quarter and march it down the field. After a couple fourth down conversions, punch it in the end zone on the 4-yard run by McCracken. The extra point was no good. And Ferry, who missed that extra point, kicks the kickoff through the end zone. And now the Cardinal offense out there for the first time in this second half. And it's all about answering that score. But it's just about being methodical and try to get to what you do best. See if the Cardinals can have the success they had on their first drive of the night. Johnson will line up receiver right. 2 in the backfield behind Strickland. And he'll keep it on the dive this time. And a short gain, maybe a couple of yards. And see if the Cardinals can get their running game going, try to find some holes for these backs. Mason Williams with a 68-yarder in that first half, but that was the bulk of their running. 2nd and 8. Strickland dropped the football, fell back on it, but that's a busted play. Some kind of missed timing there between the center, Cooper Wright, and quarterback. Sometimes you don't know if he's pulling out of there too soon or a guard stepped on his foot because he's pulling, but you could see he lost the football as he lost his balance. Cardinals facing a 3rd and 9 now, bring in Drake Claiborne as a third back on this play. Strickland given the instructions as he comes to the line. And he wants to pitch, gets it to the wide man to the 30. 40, it's Mason Williams to the 50, the 40, 30, still on his feet down near the 25-yard line. That's an improvised play, I got to believe, because Strickland was about to be tackled, but his pitchman, Mason Williams, maintained the relationship and gave him an outlet.
Well, you talk about his 2 seniors there, knowing that the play's not going the way we drew it up to go in the huddle, but they know enough and they understand this offense enough and they're composed enough under pressure to come out and make a play. Braden Strickland halfway to the ground before he pitches it out to his classmate, Mr. Williams, and then he does the rest, almost taking it to the house, gets it deep into Republic territory.
1st and 10 from the 24. Strickland hands it off and over the right side. Lead blocking that time was Williams. Hayslip on the carry that time. Williams needed a breather. Said, let me just hit somebody this time. He is so elusive in the open field and doesn't go down easy. Slade Hurd brings in the play for the Cardinals on 2nd and 4 from the 18. Looking to answer that score by the Tigers. A give, now keeping it is Strickland. And he'll be stacked up near the 16-yard line. Might have picked up a couple there. Bring up 3rd and short for the Cardinals. We'll call it 3rd and 3 here. But in essence, you got to feel like you're probably in 4-down territory. But Cardinals looking to pound one into the end zone. So far, it's been good blocking up front. 3 in the backfield for the Cardinals. And Strickland gives it up. Hayslip dives across near the 10 and has the first down. That time leading the way for him, Claiborne and Williams both.
Yeah, 2 guys that doesn't hurt for them to be pushing the pile in front of you. Talk Williams going 5'10", 180 and plenty of strength, and then you got Claiborne in front of you at 6 foot 203. So those guys creating quite the hole for you. Hayslip finds it and then is able to get upfield, and the first down. Cardinals
first
right
and
at the
goal
10.
right on the 10 for the Cardinals. Single receiver left, and somebody moved. The Cardinals called for illegal procedure, or false start rather.
While we back them up, we'll tell you about one of our sponsors, Glitz & Curves Boutique, proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. You can learn more about them and the products offered on their Facebook page. Glitz & Curves Boutique, a backer of the Webb City Cardinals.
They mark off the yardage. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 15. 1st and goal from the 15. Hayslip and Williams in the backfield. And the give is to Williams. Don't know if Braden was trying to read that one. If he keeps it, I think he's around that left edge. They stacked up Williams in a hurry. Short gain there, down near the 12-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 12 for the Cardinals. Coach Ryan McFarland digging into the playbook, getting some help from his offensive staff up top as well. Slade Hurd brings in the play. Hayslip will line up in a slot left. Williams alone back. Now Hurd in motion, and that play never got off. Ryan McFarland not happy with the formation, called the timeout wisely. That didn't look like it had any chance of success. We'll keep it here.
Big Nickel, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, ProLube Maintenance Center, Simpson Lawn Care, Dig Right Equipment Rental, all proud sponsors of tonight's game. Make sure you stay tuned after tonight's game for the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. You can also check out our live scoreboard during the game. Go to kneo.org and get the latest scores from games around the area as they're happening. And proudly serving the Cardinals, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. BDR provides payroll, bookkeeping, and bill payment services for churches and small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick is located at 920 East 15th Street in Joplin. For more information, 417-782-0829 or online at www.bdrcpas.com.
The Cardinals take a timeout on 2nd and goal from the 12. 2:47 left here in the third quarter, and have had a chance now to work on a different play. 2 receivers left this time. 2 backs in the backfield. Strickland, the pitch to Hayslip. Williams out in front. Gets down near the 6-yard line before he's run out of bounds. Good blocking over there from Williams and the tight end Gus Carnes. Trying to clear the way and let Hayslip hit the speed that would get him into the end zone. Now 3rd and goal for the Cardinals from the 7-yard line. They'll bring in Claiborne and Ganaway. Kind of a power package, but I keep expecting some kind of play action off of one of these designed 3 backfield. There's Williams on the carry to the 1 and near the pylon, and it's a touchdown for the Cardinals. Williams with an outstanding run, breaks a tackle at the 3, veered towards the pylon and just gets across. And the Cardinals get the score on 3rd and 7. Now Diego Aldrete in for the extra point. Trying to make it an 8-point deficit. There's the kick. It's up, and it is good. And with 2:35 left in the third, it's the Webb City Cardinals 21, Republic Tigers 13. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back with more Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. with innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future. Now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Touchdown run by Mason Williams, but more importantly, Justin, they answered the score and drive by the Tigers, who scored on their first possession of this half. Cardinals come right back and answer. Now up 21-13 as Jared Castro set to kick off. He'll boot it down near the 17-yard line and picked up there by the Tigers' Coleman. He'll bring it out near the 35-yard line, and the Tigers will start their next possession. And now let's see what kind of adjustments the Cardinals defense can make after they saw the first drive of the half from the Republic Tigers. They'll start 1st and 10 from the 36. McCracken under center. Keeps it and stuffed near the 40-yard line. We talked about the line play of this Tigers offense, and then they've got the extra guys, extra tight ends. You got the orbit motion guy from the wing back. Really tough to stay there, and on top of that, you got a talented quarterback in McCracken. Slade Hurd checks in at a corner. Two receivers right. They give it once again. Isaiah Hull on the carry, and I believe he got across the 46-yard line, and they'll give him a first down.
When you're asking your defense here, you know what you're going to get from this Republic Tiger team at this point in the game in terms of a heavy ground attack, and McCracken looking to have his way with his athleticism. It's a matter of bend but don't break here. If you're this defense, you force turnovers in the first half, looking to do so again here in the second.
McCracken wanted to go play action, now looking across the field, wide open receiver, and caught near the 27-yard line on a busted coverage play. Villasica left all alone, and a flag near the line of scrimmage.
I think we're going to end up having an ineligible man downfield. I think that took McCracken so long to get the ball off that lineman had drifted forward.
Yeah, it is the indication here. Cardinals really fortunate that time. They never found Jen Villasica, the senior back, but 5-yard penalty on the illegal man downfield. The Cardinals will live to play another down. 1st and 15 now, backed up to the 42-yard line. And penalties have really hurt the Tigers on both sides of the ball tonight, in addition to the 3 turnovers. And waiting for some kind of clock adjustment, it appears. Our umpire has not yet set the football. Now Kevin Reinhardt, our referee, winds the clock. And on the give and across near the 50-yard line, that's that little counter play they run with Clyer, who starts in a little wing-back look position, comes in and back across left to right. Quick handoff from McCracken. They pick up 4 yards there, or 3 yards, 2nd and 7 from the 50-yard line. Inside a minute to go in the third quarter. Cardinals leading 21-13. McCracken keeps it, pitches it wide. Villasica once again to the 40, down near the 35, tackled there, but not before he picks up the first down. And as they move the chains, they'll mark him down at the 34-yard line. That time the wide side of the field was wide open, Justin.
Yeah, linebackers on that side dove in a little bit. McCracken able to bait him towards him, and then his pitch man stays in that relationship, able to get it wide and get it up the field for a big first down for Republic. Clock continues to wind here, just 7.
They don't have to snap it if they want to let the third quarter end. And that will be the end of the third quarter. With the Cardinals leading 21-13, we'll come back with fourth quarter action after this. Take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KDO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Amry Roofing and Construction, based in Seneca, Missouri, specialize in roofing, siding, guttering, remodels, decks, and new construction. They also handle concrete, fire, and flood mitigation, and even work directly with your insurance claims. 417-389-6986. Whether it's a small repair or a major project, you can count on Amry Roofing and Construction for quality, integrity, and craftsmanship. See more online at amryroofing.com or find them on Facebook.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium. Start of the fourth quarter, Tigers. McCracken keeps it over the left side on 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll get down near the 28-yard line. 6-yard carry, 2nd and 4 coming up. We were talking during the break, Justin. For the Cardinals, you just want this drive to be stopped at some point. Can you create a turnover? Just keep bend them, don't break. See if you can keep them out of the end zone. McCracken looks over the line, steps under center. Now quick give and up the middle. And Plyer, I believe it was, the ball. And the Cardinals face a 3rd and a long yard here from the 25-yard line. Need to get to the 24. Cardinal Nation cheering the defense on. McCracken goes around the right side, follows his blockers. He's free at the 15 down near the 12-yard line. And again, it just shows his athleticism, but just his ability to read as well, Justin.
Yeah, you see the patience as he gets his blockers out in front of him, gets through that first initial line of defense, the defensive lineman there, and then he's got his blockers in front of him taking care of the linebackers and the defensive backs, and then just able to pick and choose where he wants to go from there. And by the time the Cardinals catch up to him, he's 15 yards down the field.
1st and 10 from the 12. McCracken gives it on the short give and into the end zone goes Pelfrey, Matthew Pelfrey, 5'11", 190-pound running back, and that was that little counter action that time. Pelfrey coming from the left side. And now the Tigers within 2, 21-19 with a 2-point attempt coming. This will be a big stop here for the Cardinals. We'll see how they sell out. And see if they leave it in the hands of Mr. McCracken. He's under center. He gives it on the double reverse. Now they'll throw back to McCracken and into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Well, we've seen that play in a variety of ways at different levels from the high school to the pros, Justin, and you've got to have your eye on everybody, and Cardinals followed that flow one way, then the other way, and then finally McCracken was all alone in the flat, and didn't matter how wobbly the pass was, it came to him. He was near the end zone by the time Overstreet threw it to him, and we're tied at 21 with 10:28 left. We'll keep it here and tell you about some of our sponsors before this kickoff.
Missouri Southern State University, Snodgrass Collision Center, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Body and Soul Transformation, Simpson Funeral Home, Price Family Insurance, and Financial Services, all proud sponsors of tonight's game.
21 apiece here as the Cardinals and the Tigers go back and forth, and we thought it would be a fourth quarter game, Justin. It's turning out to be just that, as the battle between the first and second point total so far in the district here in Class 5. Ferry to kick it off. He'll boot it through the south end zone with no problem. Oh, it bounces short at the 5, and the Cardinals had to recover it. It had some kind of back bounce on it, looking more like a wedge shot that time. Took a reverse bounce back into the field to play rather than going into the end zone, and the Cardinals buried now to start this drive at their own 7-yard line.
I think if you're the Cardinal offense here, you don't mind necessarily the field position. The name of the game now, hanging onto the football, continuing to pick up first downs. If this takes you 9 minutes to go score a touchdown, you don't mind that, but you've got to continue to pick up first downs, move the ball.
They give it to him at the 8, 1st and 10, Strickland under center. Man in motion is Turner, and they give it up the middle, out near the 11-yard line. And Hazlip on the carry, able to pick up a few yards. The Cardinals will bring in Trey Turner and Grayson Ganaway at tight end. 2nd and 7 for the Cardinals. Clock just under 10 minutes here in the fourth. We're tied at 21. Strickland keeps it this time. Gets it out near the 20, brought down at the 18. We'll see if that's enough for the first down. It's a first step for the Cardinals.
And a great job there by Braden Strickland. Pulls it from the belly of his dive back, able to see what's in front of him, and then picks up the first down and gets it out of the shadow of your own end zone a little bit as well. Now hanging out the 19-yard line.
Cardinals continue to mix it up here. Strickland wanted to give it on the dive, end up keeping it that time. If he pulls it, he had Hazlip on the pitch, but he was well covered as well. They're living with single coverage on these receivers, and you think maybe one of these times the Cardinals might burn them down the field, but right now you're just trying to keep the engine running. 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals from the 20-yard line. Strickland, a pitch this time to Hazlip around the right side to the 25-30. Knocked out of bounds beyond the 30. See if they mark him out near the 31. Should be enough for a first down, as a couple of defenders chasing Hazlip that time, and
the side judge on that side's down.
An official is hurt, and Craig Jennings gonna take a look at him, and we'll take a 30-second timeout. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
The Cardinal Stadium, as they continue to look at the side judge on the far side from Kevin Reinhardt's crew. And he's back up on his feet. He took a cut block from a couple of defenders from Republic, unintentional, obviously, and back on his feet, trying to make sure that he's going to be okay. They will move the chains. It is a first down for the Cardinals. They'll move it to the 32-yard line, I believe, before this one's all said and done.
When you talk about the pitch relationship being about as tight as it could that time, Hayslip in a great spot. Republic defender about a yard away from picking that one off and walking it into the end zone himself. Talk about the timing from this offense. You saw it there from Strickland and Hayslip. Cardinals again pick up another first down. Ball at their own 32, just under 8 minutes to go here in the ballgame, 8:47. Ballgame knotted at 21.
Williams and Hayslip in the backfield behind Strickland. In motion. And looking to throw. Trying to run the out and up that time, I believe, Justin, was Turner. But great coverage there by Govan, who has great speed as well. And Cardinals just trying to do something to open up the middle of the field a little bit. Trying to maybe throw one up and see if Turner can go get it, but good decision by Strickland to just make the overthrow there, given there was little separation.
Yeah, it didn't feel like Strickland had the time, had a linebacker bear him down on him, decided to just air it out long to no man's land there.
Strickland on the pitch. It's Hayslip to the 35-yard line on second down, and he'll pick up about 3 yards. Cardinals will face a 3rd and 7. 8:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Slade Hurd will bring in the play from head coach Ryan McFarland. Is it 4-down territory yet for the Cardinals? Hurd, single receiver left, 2 in the backfield. A flag on the play, like this one never got started. Cardinals were trying to go quick, but victim of their own quick count that time, and head linesman says it was false start, so they'll get backed up now 5 yards. Ball will be marked at the 30. They need the 42-yard line, so 3rd and 12 now for the Cardinals. Let's see if they want to go to the air one more time. Holden Johnson left, 3 receivers right. Mason Young in the backfield, throws it across the middle, and a flag on the play as the receiver slowed his route down to make the catch. I believe that was Getz in the. They're going to have a pass interference penalty, I believe, against Nolan Lashley, a defensive back, linebacker for the Tigers. That should be enough for the first down after the 15-yard penalties assessed.
Well, and a heads-up play by Getz. I think notices he's not going to be able to get the ball at full speed, slows his route a little bit, forces the defender to go through him to try to make a play on the ball, and ends up in a penalty for the Republic Tigers.
Yeah, actually a good throw by Young, too, trying to lead him. Strickland back under center. He'll keep it this time. Escapes out the back side of the play down near the 47-yard line, and he'll pick up about 7 on that play. And, Justin, that's at least the 3rd time tonight that a penalty has kept a drive alive for the Cardinals, and they've all been of the 15-yard variety.
Yeah, it's big. You're talking in terms of momentum and just morale. You feel like you're for the Republic Tigers. You've been now 3 plays away from forcing the Cardinals to turn the ball over, and now you've given it back to them for a 3rd time after a big penalty.
Strickland under center, 2 backs behind him, and he'll fake the dive, now keep it, gets around that left side for a moment. Hayslip was well covered on the pitch, and he should be across the 45, enough for a first down here. They mark it right at the 45. Now they walk to the sideline, and our side judge says we're going to now they give the first down signal, I believe. Says move those chains. It had to be, Justin. We can see the nose is well past the 45. And after some eyeballs, and even my eyes can see that well enough. I would have seen it better in my pure sideline days. Strickland, 3 in the backfield, gives to Hayslip over the right side, and the Tigers stack him up. He might have gotten a yard at best. You can see they're just trying to use those 3 backs and see if the 2 lead guys can bust a hole and let the speed guy get through there for a big gain. 6:13 left in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 21. Cardinals driving across the 50 now down to the 44. Brings up 2nd and 9. Strickland, 3 backs behind him again. He wants to pitch it. Now he's wrapped up. And that looked like maybe a little indecision because I think he might have had Williams on the pitch, but again, protecting the football, the important part of that. So 3rd and 8 now for the Cardinals. And we'll see what Coach McFarland draws up here. Mason Young will come back in at quarterback. They like his ability to see over the line and see down the field. 3 receivers left this time. Holden Johnson on the far right. And a timeout called by the Tigers. Coach Cornelson has seen enough of the variety of formations. He wasn't going to let that one go. So we'll take a 30-second timeout. Tied at 21 with 5:15 left in the fourth. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. Back at 30. Ryan Cornelson calls the first of their 3 timeouts. Each team with 2 left in this fourth quarter. Cardinals face a 3rd and 8 from the Tiger 43. In the shotgun, Mason Young wants to throw, rolling to his left, keeps it around the corner, down near the 35. Where'd he step out of bounds? He stepped out of bounds at the 36, bring up a 4th and 1. Good decision by Mason Young, you think?
Yeah, it had pursuit coming from the backside, and as a righty scrambling to your left, hard to set your feet again and get the ball upfield from that position. Athletic enough to take off and make a play, puts him in a 4th and 1. Offense will stay on the field. Braden Strickland back under center, see if he goes with a hard count here.
Cardinals give it to Hayslip. He's stacked up in the backfield. And the Tigers get a crucial stop on 4th down, as looked like the outside linebacker just came right down the line, Justin, and caught him from the backside. Never had a chance to get his legs going. And the Cardinals turn it over on downs. Now need a stop of their own with 5:03 left here in the fourth. Tigers take over at the 36-yard line. McCracken dancing to his left out near the 40. And it just looks like a wave of bodies every time McCracken keeps the ball. He just waits for those guys in front of him to create something for him. Clock winding, 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line. Cardinals looking to get the football back one more time. Both teams with 2 timeouts. McCracken on the misdirection, keeps it. Now gets out the left side as the Cardinals miss all kinds of tackles at the point of attack that time.
Yeah, had him dead to rights in the backfield, then had him again at the line of scrimmage, and then he's able to use his athleticism and get back to the far side of the field where he was able to pick up the first down and shoestring tackle on that far side. Otherwise, he might still be running to the end zone. Picks up the first down nonetheless. 1st and 10, ball at their own 48, 4-minute mark here in the fourth. We're tied at 21.
McCracken gives to his back. Cardinals stack him up for a moment. He picks up a couple of yards as Clyer, the carrier that time. And 2nd and 7 coming up. This is the down you've got to have some kind of negative play on as Cardinals defense trying to adjust right now, putting some fresh bodies in. McCracken keeps it, pitches it to Villasica over the left side to the 40 near the 35. And once again, they just outflanked the Cardinals on the wide side of the field. And a first down for the Tigers. They'll mark him out at the Cardinal 34-yard line. Something about that, you're so wary of taking away McCracken that it leaves the pitchback Villasica wide open. McCracken gives on the dive and stopped after a short gain down near the 30-yard line. Second and 6. McCracken keeps it, spins, gets free, runs over an official. That allows the Cardinals to stop him near the 9-yard line. And were it not for that, he might have been in the end zone as he collided with the umpire that time, trying to get free of the line of scrimmage. Kevin Reinhardt and his crew working a little extra tonight, not supposed to be the ones that take the hits. Now 1st and goal from the 9 for the Tigers. 2:25 left here in the fourth. Can the Cardinals get a stop or a turnover? McCracken crashes up the middle this time, down to about the 6-yard line. Let's see if Coach McFarland wants to use either of his remaining timeouts. You want to save them maybe for the offensive series, but you got to think Republic will just slow play this one if you don't call one. Aaron David, the defensive coordinator, calls in the defense to his troops. McCracken under center, 135. He fights his way up the middle, and a fumble on the play, but he got back on top of it, and he's down near the 2-yard line. And now I believe Coach McFarland did call a timeout at 1:28, and we'll take a 30-second timeout with you. Back with more Cardinal football after this on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium. Been a dandy battle tonight between the currently 3rd-ranked Class 5 team in the Webb City Cardinals and a 5th-ranked team, the Republic Tigers. 1:28, 3rd and goal from the 2 for the Tigers. Cardinals looking for a turnover or a stop. McCracken under center. And he dives across the pile, and it's a touchdown for the Tigers. That'll extra point to come here. Cardinals asking some questions right at the goal line. A couple of linemen get up after that one. Just a hard drive down the middle of the field as McCracken scores. Puts the Tigers up 27-21 with an extra point to come from Elijah Feary. He's missed one tonight. Brennan Overstreet to hold. There's the snap. The hold, the block by the Cardinals. And that will keep the score at 27-21 with 1:25 left here in the ball game, and the Cardinals to receive a kickoff and a chance to try to tie this one up if they can score on this upcoming possession. Once again, the trouble on special teams for the Tigers.
Yeah, and a big block there. We saw the missed extra point earlier, a block there by the Cardinals. 1:25, 2 timeouts left if you're the Cardinals. Obviously, the pending kickoff here is huge. You've got to get yourself in some good field position if possible on the return, and then obviously you're playing a little bit of a hurry-up offense here with those 2 timeouts. Going to look to air it out a little bit. We've seen Mason Williams' big playability at the running back position, so a little bit of a cat and mouse game here.
Well, we know Feary will definitely be trying to kick this one into the end zone. Hayslip is back deep. Here's the kick by Feary. And right at the goal line, picked up there. Up the middle, across the 30 to the 35. And by the Trey Turner on the return, Justin? Believe
so.
It was. So the Cardinals, great field position. And 1:18 left with 1 timeout. Tigers still with 2. Cardinals know they need to get a couple of chunk plays early. They'll go 3 by 1 here. The 3 on the left. Back to throw, now scrambling to his left. And Mason Young given no time to throw. Even out of the shotgun, they'll have to get right back up to the line of scrimmage. Cardinals trying to catch the Tigers in off guard. They look at their wristbands, do the Cardinal receivers. 2 by 2 look this time, and a timeout called by the Tigers, and that's a bit of a break for the Cardinals on 2nd and 8. And let's see if Coach McFarland can draw one up, but you've got to give Mason Young some time. Both times we've seen him in the shotgun position, either the Tigers are sending a blitzer or they're getting in the backfield in a hurry.
Yeah, you've seen the ability that he has in previous games to make plays with his arm, and you've got the athletes downfield to go make a play for you. But you got to ask your offensive lineman to give him enough time to scramble, to step up into the pocket and deliver that throw. Can't have Mason Young scrambling all over the backfield trying to make a play. That time was able to salvage a couple yards, but 54 seconds left here in the ballgame.
With 1 timeout left for the Cardinals, you still have the option to try to run it here. The important thing right now is you need a first down. Young back to throw. Plenty of time this time. Spins around, throws it down the field, and over the head of the intended receiver. Didn't see if anyone else was open. He was trying to go deep that time. You got to see if you can fire one right at the sticks, I think, here on third down, Justin, and then use your timeout if necessary. Mason Young checks back in with the play. Gus Carnes in there at a tight end. Holden Johnson, receiver left. Slade Hurd in the slot. Williams in the backfield. Steps back to throw. Screen pass, and it'll be incomplete. And they blew up Mason Williams. They wanted to screen pass that time, Justin, but he just turned around and sat right there, and simultaneous contact's what the officials saw. If he leaks a little bit to his left, maybe he's got some room to complete that screen. But now, fourth down, this is the ball game right here for the Cardinals. You either got to get a first down or this ball game's over. And a timeout called by Republic. So the Cardinals will gather one more time. We'll take another 30-second break. Back here with more Cardinal football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Welcome back to Cardinal Stadium here at John Roderick Field. The Republic Tigers lead the Cardinals 27-21 with 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. No more timeouts for the Tigers. Cardinals with a 4th and 8 from their own 38. Young back to throw. Scrambles to his right, looking up the field. He's got to get rid of it, and he's tackled. And that will turn the ball all over to the Tigers with 34 seconds left on the clock, and the Cardinals, no way to stop this one. It was a tough fought ball game. The Cardinals unable to convert after good field position after the kickoff. Justin just couldn't get into a series of pass completions, which is what you had to have if you're going to get down the field in a hurry. McCracken can kneel this one down. There he goes on first down. They do not have to snap it again unless the Cardinals call a timeout.
Paint Chips and Glitter Boutique at 110 West Broadway in Webb City. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 10:30 to 5:30. Fridays, 10:30 to 5. Saturdays, 10 to 3, offering ladies' clothing, jewelry, accessories, and more. They also carry Webb City shirts, accessories, and spirit wear. Learn more online at www.pcgboutique.com. Proud to support the Cardinals. And Johnson Real Estate and Consulting and Keller Williams Realty have been serving the real estate needs of our local communities for over 20 years. For all your real estate needs, call Steve Johnson at 417-850-7391. Dustin Johnson at 417-291-7706. Proud supporters of the Cardinals.
And that's the ball game. The Tigers from Republic win it here tonight, 27-21 over the Webb City Cardinals. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back with our postgame show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services in Crowder College. Back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Cardinal Football on a KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Hoo-Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Hoo-Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at hoohot.com.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
4W Metal Building Supply. You've probably seen us. We're the company that provides red iron and post frame buildings, siding, garage doors, and more. Bring your plans or pictures. We'll help from start to finish. Call or come by.
At 4W.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium here as the Cardinals fall tonight 27-21 to the Republic Tigers. And a tough ball game for the Cardinals all the way around, you'd have to say. And we'll wait to hear from head coach Ryan McFarland here in just a moment. But, Justin, probably some mistakes that were more mental than physical at times in this ball game may be the difference.
Yeah, and you talk about coming into a big game like this where you know your opponent has executed well and you feel like you've got to come into a game like this and play mistake-free football, at least mentally. And I feel like that was, to your point, the difference there. Cardinals put themselves in a position where they forced 3 turnovers in the first half. You lead it 14-7. Would have liked to see another one of those turnovers turn into points for you and put a little bit of cushion between you and the Republic Tigers, knowing that they had the capability offensively to come out and and do some things. If you look at from a defensive standpoint, you held Republic 20 points below their season average. They come in averaging 46 points a game. You hold them to 27. So I think on that note, you're happy with your defensive effort at times. Just needed to get something going offensively. And Coach McFarland making his way towards Scott. We'll let him get a quick hug in from his family here that's come out to the homecoming festivities before Scott catches a word with him. But I think at times proud of what you were able to accomplish defensively, just couldn't quite get it clicking offensively.
Coach, we talked before the ball game. You knew this was going to be kind of a man-on-man matchup, and that's what it turned into. It was a dogfight throughout the night tonight against these Republic Tigers.
Yeah, I thought we played with great effort. I thought we played really composed. We knew there'd be personal fouls and stuff, and I thought we did a good job of controlling ourselves. Offensively, way too many pre-snap penalties. And I don't know how many we had. We had a bunch. And we can't get in 1st and 15, or we can't take, 2nd and 3 and turn it to 2nd and 8. We had some mental miscues up front that we haven't had the last few weeks that was frustrating on the offensive line. And defensively, I thought our effort was great. It's just we've got to be able to make tackles. And it seemed like, we're missing a bunch of tackles. There's probably 3 or 4 plays for them offensively where if we just make the tackle or make initial contact, change the outcome of the game.
In terms of the late score by them, what was your mentality coming, trying to score one more time to take the lead and try to put the game away?
Yeah, we brought Mason Young in. He's our, guy that can sling it a little bit. We probably need to, get better at that part of our offense. It's just something we haven't had to use a lot this year, but we need to get better at it for down the stretch.
What do you say about your running backs tonight? All 4 of them contributed at different times. Getz in the first quarter, Mason Williams with the long run, and then Hayslip helps you as well in that second half.
Yeah, they all did a great job. What I love about them is they're all on the sideline ready to go. They don't get frustrated and they get pulled out. Getz has kind of been our do-it-all guy back there since Gabe's been out. Talon's kind of got a little more speed and burst to him, had a nice run on a pitch play there in the fourth quarter that kept a drive alive. They do a great job. Mason obviously does a phenomenal job for us, but we're really excited to hopefully get Gabe back here in the future.
Well, we know this was a tough battle on a tough homecoming night, but I thought your kids came in focused, not at all bothered by the festivities tonight.
No, they did a good job all week. You're this week 6 of the season. It's kind of a grind, so it's kind of a nice time to have homecoming to kind of take some, use it as a little distraction this week. And, it's week 7. It's senior night next week, and hopefully we have a great week of practice and we're ready to come out and take care of business on Friday.
Coach, we appreciate the visit, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
And, Justin, as you heard it here from the coach, not so much physical at times, although defensively you'd like to have been a little more physical with some of the tackling opportunities that you had. But then particularly on the offensive side, you just wanted to see that one drive that you needed to have able to get you down the field, particularly on that last opportunity with the posse offense in there with Mason Young. That's something they'll work on and get better at. And, you can't always simulate game speed, so I don't know that it's a total loss that you tried it the way they did tonight.
Yeah, I think you like what you saw. You look at the first quarter of that ball game, Cardinals are up, or the first half rather, Cardinals are up 14-7. You've done what you needed to do defensively, unable to find the end zone as often as you would have liked. I think what hurts you is coming into that second half, only able to put up one more touchdown, and then Republic able to put their stamp on it and seal the game late. So obviously some things that you'll watch on film tomorrow. We mentioned at the beginning of this ball game, Cardinals ranked number 3 in Class 5, Republic ranked number 5. So it's not like you come into this game with an easy opponent for your homecoming night. Republic has earned every bit of that number 5 ranking, and you saw why with Mr. McCracken and company able to do some things offensively as well as defensively when they needed to, and they're able to come out of here with a 27-21 victory at Cardinal Stadium.
We'll take another 3-minute timeout, come back with more of our postgame show, brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. You're listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
For over 100 years, Webb City has trusted Simpson Funeral Home for all of their death care needs. Simpson Funeral Home dignifies lives well lived through customizable cremation and burial plans, as well as pre-need funeral plans and monument design. Simpson Funeral Home, now offering pet cremation services, has 2 locations to serve you: 400 West Dougherty Street in Webb City and 101 North Main Street in Carl Junction. Call or text 417-673-2411 or visit online at simpsonfh.com.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Supporting today's game is Walter Hayes of Oak Creek Realty Group, specializing in residential real estate. He has worked in housing development as a builder and broker since 1999. Walter Hayes of Oak Creek Realty serves the Jasper County area. 417-649-6776 or more information at walterhayes.com.
Amory Roofing and Construction, based in Seneca, Missouri.
And we welcome you back to Cardinal Stadium here on John Roderick Field as the Cardinals fall tonight to the Republic Tigers, 27-21. A well-fought ball game, back-and-forth ball game. Cardinals scored first, take a 7-0 lead. Got a turnover and went up 14-0 before the Tigers answered with a score of their own on a long run by McCracken. The extra point, no good. The Cardinals continued to lead in that third quarter, 14-13. We'll go over some of the stats here for you. The Cardinals with 14 first downs, 17 for the Tigers, so pretty even matchup there. 50 rushes for 374 for the Tigers, 47 for 273 for the Cardinals. Just 2 pass attempts by the Tigers all night, one of them an interception. That's about what the Cardinals expected. Cardinals went 3 for 8 through the air, and lack of completions down the stretch didn't allow them to finish that final drive. Penalties, a big story in this game as well. The Cardinals punted 3 times for a 38-yard average. The Tigers never punted tonight. They did lose 2 fumbles. 3 turnovers overall, including that interception. So, well-fought ball game, as we said, and Cardinals will dial things up and come back next week ready to go again. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with our final drive scoreboard show after this. You've been listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
BEI, Bills Electric Incorporated, has been serving the four-state area for over 60 years. With locations in Webb City, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, Lowell, Arkansas, and Claremore, Oklahoma, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential electric projects. Bills Electric is committed to providing the absolute best electrical repair and installation services to homeowners and businesses in the four-state area. Learn more information online at BEIJoplin.com. Bills Electric Incorporated is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
The Cool School Shop is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. Located at 100 South Main Street, Suite A in Webb City, they offer custom screen printing on school sports apparel like t-shirts and hoodies, and offer embroidery services and custom-made jerseys. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on Saturdays from 9 to noon. The Cool School Shop in Webb City, 417-673-3720, or online at coolschoolshop.com.
Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home in Webb City is proud to support the Cardinals and has been serving the citizens of Webb City and the surrounding communities since 1888. Located at 301 West Broadway in Webb City, funeral directors BJ and Diana Goodwin specialize in funeral planning and services along with prearranged funeral plans. For more information about Hedge Lewis Goodwin Funeral Home, their phone number is 417-673-4666 or online at hedgelewis.com.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
In football, anything can happen. That's why Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here for you with high-quality, personalized care to help you recover quickly and effectively. Our nationally recognized, board-certified orthopedic surgeons understand your injury and how it relates to your sport. That's why so many area colleges and high school sports teams choose our expert orthopedic team to treat their aches and injuries. Learn more about Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine at freemanhealth.com.
Welcome to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network. The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges. See how one of their certified physicians, certified athletic trainers, or therapists can help you get back in the game. Now, let's go back live to the stadium for the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network.
And we welcome you inside the Final Drive Scoreboard Show. Scott Boudreau along with Justin Boudreau. And in the COC tonight, the Neosho Wildcats lead the Willard Tigers 48-27. That's late in the fourth. Here it was the Republic Tigers 27-21 over the Webb City Cardinals. Lebanon Yellow Jackets all over the Ozark Tigers 56-28. That's a final. Glendale Falcons shut out the Waynesville Tigers 34-0. Joplin Eagles in a tight one lose to the Carthage Tigers 28-21, and the Nixa Eagles 56-7 over the Kickapoo Chiefs.
Moving in the Big 8, it was Monette with a 56-20 lead over the East Newton Patriots in the fourth quarter. Cassville takes down Mount Vernon 39-28. Seneca has no problem with Carl Junction. They win at 42-7. It was Nevada 27, Lamar 7. That's a final. Matt County in a tight one with Aurora. They win at 21-14.
And the Ozark Mountain Conference, the West Plains Zizzers a 35-12 win over the Bolivar Liberators. Logan Rogersville Wildcats 55-13 over the Hillcrest Hornets. And the Branson Pirates over the Marshfield Blue Jays 49-18. We'll take our first time out here, back with more of our Final Drive Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. After this, back in 30, you're listening to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and we're recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
And we welcome you back inside the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, brought to you by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. In the Mid-Lakes Conference, it was Springfield Catholic 36, Fairgrove 15. That's a final. Forsyth picks up a win over Reed Springs 41-14.
In the Southwest Conference, the Diamond Wildcats at the half lead the Lighthouse Eagles 20-0. The Stockton Tigers, a final 33-28 over the Sherwood Marksmen. And the Sarcoxy Bears win at 28-22 over the Miller Cardinals.
In 8-man independent football, first quarter score, Lockwood was up 6-0 over Liberal. On the Oklahoma side, Jay wins it over Sequoia 36-17.
In the SEK, the Frontenac Raiders get a win 28-14 over the Parsons Vikings. And over in the CNC, it was the Columbus Titans 15-8 leading the Baxter Springs Lions. The St. Mary's Colgan Panthers 55-0 over the Uniontown Eagles in the third. And Girard Trojans 41-7 over the Iola Mustangs. Finally, the Riverton Rams 24-0 over the Galena Bulldogs. And one final time here, it was the Republic Tigers in a squeaker over the Webb City Cardinals, 27-21. So for Roberta Foster back at our studios, for Drew Woodmansey, our fine camera operator, for Tim Workman, and for Jan Workman, who's on grandbaby assignment, for Justin Boudreau, and this is Scott Boudreau saying good night from Cardinal Stadium. You've been listening to Cardinal Football on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
You've been listening to the Final Drive Scoreboard Show on the KNEO Sports Network. The Final Drive Scoreboard Show is sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. See how one of their certified physicians, certified athletic trainers, or a therapist can help you get back in the game. Join us again after the game next week as we will once again bring you all the latest scores right here on the Final Drive Scoreboard Show, sponsored by Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.